David Clary, John Oliver, Christian Rosas Rodriguez, along with Tyler Morris here at the Cleveland High School Gym, about 4 minutes away from the start of this Lady Wildcat basketball game, and eventually we'll be streaming back on YouTube, so bear with us if you're listening to us on the radio. We will be streaming on the YouTube. John, you and I haven't talked in a few days here, but the winner of the district championship will get a chance to host the district tournament this year. Obviously, the guys are undefeated right now, 8-0. The girls are 7-0 in the district. The boys have a 2-game lead over the Clinton Dragons in the standings with 6 games to go. The Lady Wildcats have a 1-game lead over the Lady Panthers of Powell. So obviously, you don't want to be traveling. Obviously, you want to be at home in the district tournament. Your thoughts on the new format this year with the top seed getting to host?
I think that's a good format, honestly, because, it used to be where, even though the top seed's a better team, they usually don't get the home court advantage. But now that there's a home court advantage, it might be a little different this year without fans, but it will definitely help a little bit in a district tournament.
Of course, it'll be the first time ever in the history of District 3 that if Oak Ridge can win the district championship in the regular season, that they would be hosting the district tournament for the second consecutive year. Nobody has ever done that before. The last time the tournament that Oak Ridge participated in was hosted in back-to-back years. You have to go back to 1978, 1979, when we were in District 4 and Farragut hosted. So it's going to be unprecedented, but everything about this last year has been unprecedented.
Yeah, it's been a crazy year. I mean, it's going to be kind of weird seeing a district tournament without fans because, it gets rowdy in the Wildcat Arena. I remember last year it was good. It was a great time.
Well, let's talk about the Lady Wildcats here. You've played a lot of sports in your day. This will be the 3rd consecutive night that the Lady Wildcats have played. This will be the 4th night in, 6 days that they've played. They played Tuesday, Thursday, last night, and tonight. How do you think their legs will be?
I think it'll be a little flat, but they'll after the adrenaline kicks in. After the adrenaline kicks in, I think they'll be okay. They'll get it rolling.
Just a few minutes away from the start of this game, we're on YouTube, we're on prepradio.com, and we're on FM 92.7, FM 94.7, live from the Cleveland High School Gym. My name is David Clary, along with John Oliver, Christian Rosas Rodriguez, Tyler Morris, and Brian Bennett back in the studios of FM 92.7. I almost said WATO for those of you all Oak Ridge fans here. We're going to take a quick break. We'll come back with the tip-off of this game following this 2-minute timeout. Hey Brian, I think I can hear you back at the station. You might want to mute your Skype. Go ahead and start it. Welcome back once again to the Cleveland High School gym. Ball tip controlled by Cleveland, and we are underway. They didn't really have a national anthem. They didn't have the starting lineups. They just tipped the ball game off, and we are underway here from Cleveland. The Lady Wildcats come out with Hope Holt along with Cannon Green, along with Samaj Clark, Gracie Heron, and Kamari Mitchell-Steen. With the basketball, Brenda Doak. She works the ball to the right corner. Number 21, Jaden Chestnut. Back to Doak. It goes on the left side. It goes to Blair. Blair works the ball top of the circle to Chestnut against Cannon Green. Works the ball down low, trying to get the ball inside, trying to get through this zone, the matchup 2-3 zone that the Lady Wildcats have just started using as of late. Cleveland basketball, 0-0 our score, just underway. Neither team has taken a shot. We're about 40 seconds into the ball game. Cleveland ball, they come cross court. Now they work the ball down low to Droke. She won't take the shot, backs it up once again. Here it goes to number 4. That'll be Person. She works the ball around to the left side. Off it goes to Blair. Blair drives in, might have walked, throws up a shot, no good. Rebounded by Kamari Mitchell-Steen. Here come the Lady Wildcats down the floor. Kamari coast to coast, throws the ball away. Pattis intercepted and anticipated beautifully, and then a reach-in foul is going to be called against Kamari. That'll be the first foul called in the ball game. 6:52 to play. We're in the first period. 0-0 our score. It'll be Cleveland basketball side rear court. To work the ball in for them will be Brenna Droke. Well, I've seen her play for years. She's a senior player for the Lady Raiders. They work the ball over to Person. She is a senior player. They work the ball to the corner. They drive the baseline, kick the ball to the left corner. They take a shot. It's on its way. Good. 2-point bucket by Blair, and Cleveland leads it by a score of 2-0. Down the floor with the basketball will come the Lady Wildcats. Cannon Green with it outside the 3-point line, dribbles right. Had some Hope early, goes out to her right. Needs to get rid of it soon. Now does to Hope in the left corner. Hope Holt backs up with her dribble. Has Kamari in the right corner. She's wide open. Samaj to Kamari, 3-pointer, and the lead. It's up. No good. Nice rebound by Oak Ridge. Hope with inside to Gracie, and back it goes, and then it's going to be taken away by Hope Holt. Lady Wildcats passing up some shots. Here comes Kamari around to the right side to Samaj, drives right, gives it off to Hope, and an offensive player control foul is going to be called against Samaj Clark as she ran over the top of Droke. Lady Wildcats look a little bit confused and a little bit tentative to shoot here in the early going.
Yeah, they're just kind of poking and prodding the zone of Cleveland so far. And they kind of set the tone at the start when they took a minute on the first possession, and it's looking like it's going to be a kind of slower paced game tonight.
2-0 our score. 5:55 to play in the first quarter. They didn't have the national anthem. They didn't have the starting lineups as the Lady Blue Raiders going to drive in, unable to shoot. They back it over once again to Blair. Lady Wildcats watch them kick it out to Jackson. Jackson works the ball inside for a shot. No good. They have the rebound. Back to the left side. They shoot from the baseline. It's up. No good. Rebound again. Cleveland just getting out hustled to the glass. Person pulls down the board. It's 2-0. Cleveland on top. We've almost played 2.5 minutes here. Their basketball to the right corner goes to Droke. Over goes to Chestnut. Chestnut to Droke, just working the perimeter. They've got the ball along the baseline if they want to drive. Now they're going to kick the ball back out. Here it goes to Blair. She attacks to the free throw line and then backs up. Comes off to her left, gives it off to Person, drives right, comes back to her left, swings the ball back out high once again to Jackson. We've played 3 minutes. It's a 2-0 ball game. Now they shoot a 3. It's no good. No rebounding at all for the Lady Wildcats. Then Cleveland has another board, and they'll set it up once again to Chestnut. Chestnut over to Droke. She works the ball around the left side. Lady Wildcats watch her try to penetrate in, unable to go through the zone. Backs it up once again. Here it goes to Blair. 2-0 Cleveland. 4 minutes, 45 seconds to play in the first period. Trying to attack the zone here very patiently, working against the Lady Wildcat defense. Staying back in the zone. Person's going to drive left, give it off once again to Jackson. Jackson works the ball to the free throw line. A Person drives in for the shot. Good. Got around her defender, and the Lady Wildcats are down 4-0. 4:26 to play. Down the floor with the basketball once again will come Oak Ridge. Oak Ridge basketball. Kamari Mitchell-Steen with it, top of the circle. 4:19 to play first quarter. Here's Gracie Heron. Looks back door, no place to go. Gives it off to Hope. Around the Cannon Green. Cannon cannot shoot. Comes cross court with it out to Samaj. She drives in. Very quick as his Cleveland team. Hope a little 8-footer. No good. Rebound to the Lady Blue Raiders. And then they're going to come crashing down the floor. One of the Lady Raiders just turned her ankle big time, and they're going to have to stop play for number 15, Alexa Jackson. I think she'll be okay. She just kind of twisted her ankle. Looks like she's going to stay in the ball game. They stop the game. It'll be Cleveland basketball. 4-0 our score. Their quickness already causing Oak Ridge some difficulties, John.
Yeah, they've already forced 2 turnovers on the defensive end. Just in transition there, they just got up quick. And, ref called a little timeout, and they get the ball back in now.
Rebounding has been an issue to this point, too, for the Lady Wildcats as Cleveland sets it up once again. Here it goes to Blair outside the line, picked up by Green. She works the ball to the left corner to Alexa Jackson, harassed by Oak Ridge's Kamari Mitchell-Steen. They just work the perimeter as the Wildcats stay back in their zone. 3:40 to play first quarter. Droke works the ball, top of the circle, very, very patiently working here. 3:35 to play first quarter. This might be the fastest first quarter in the history of basketball as they just hold the ball here, and we're almost 5 minutes into it as they work the ball. Wide open three. Now they're going to make it a shorter shot. Up and good. Lady Wildcats, Gracie went to try to block the shot, but then she just went around her, and it's 6-0.
Yeah, it's going to be a fast first quarter at this rate. There's only been two stoppages, and it was a foul and Samaj just missed a little 10-footer.
Lady Wildcats' aggressiveness is just not there. And I think, honestly, I've said this before, it might be because, honestly, as Cleveland wants a timeout, might be because they've played so many ball games in the last several days. Not making excuses here, but they look flat and dead on their feet as a timeout is asked for more by Cleveland. Why don't we take it with them? We're on the radio here. We're on YouTube. 8-0 Cleveland. Back in 60 seconds. Once again, welcome back to the Cleveland High School Gym. Lady Wildcats down 8-0 with the basketball. There's a trap on Green. They work inside. Hope hold inside. Kamari off the glass, shut good. Lady Wildcats finally get some points there, and it was the Kamari Mitchell-Steen and some nice ball handling by the Lady Wildcats. A complete drive and a travel is going to be called against number 33. They've got to slow her down somehow. She slowed herself down.
Yeah, she's already got 4 points on the game, 4 of their 8, and she's 2 for 4. And she's just zipping around the court compared to the Wildcats right now. We look a little flat-footed.
Here comes Samaj with a little 5-footer. It's up, no good. Rebound, big battle for it, taken away by the Lady Blue Raiders. And then driving down the floor comes Blair, almost tripped by Oak Ridge. They'll set it up once again. Oak Ridge down 6, 8-2 girls action here. 2:18 to play in the first period. With the basketball once again will come the Lady Raiders. Lady Wildcats, as I said, they look a little dead leg. This is their 4th game this week. I know Coach Taylor wouldn't make excuses here as they work the ball out. They're going to drive in the paint. Little 7-footer is good. They score, and down the floor with the basketball will come the Lady Wildcats down 8 once again. Here comes Kamari Mitchell-Steen driving in. Works the ball outside the line. Now lobs it down low and throws it away. Lady Wildcats look very sluggish against this Cleveland team, and they're about to go down 10 if they don't watch it. They do. Shot is up good. 12-2 our score. Lady Wildcats down with 1:39 to play in the first quarter. Lauren Hart's in the ball game. She's got the ball on the left wing. Lady Wildcats do not like the pressure, that's for sure. And the Lady Wildcats work it out here to Green. Green works the ball inside, gives it into Kamari. Kamari out to Samaj, has a 3. There's a shot on its way, no good. But a shove and a foul is going to be called against Person. Be a personal foul against the Lady Raiders. 10-point game. The Lady Wildcats down 12-2 with 1:23 to play here in the first period. Oak Ridge ball. Samaj Clark. They had Wildcats inside. Ball is going to be knocked out of bounds. Kamari got her shot blocked that time by Jaden Chestnut. Once again, it'll be Oak Ridge basketball down 10, 12-2 as we play here at the Cleveland High School Gym. Lady Wildcats basketball, they finally get it in, and it comes to Kamari, top of the key for 3. Short. Rebound, Oak Ridge. Lauren Hart goes right back to Green, goes up for an 8-footer, hits the rim, good. Cannon has a bucket, and down the floor will come the Cleveland Lady Blue Raiders. They're going to go all the way to the left corner, get a wide open 3, good. 3-point shot Lady Wildcats beating down the floor, I'm telling you. Dead-legged. Lady Wildcats beating down the floor. You don't see that very often. They're down 15-4. Kamari left side. Works the ball to Green. Cannon bumped. Harassed everywhere she goes. She was fouled. No call. Ripped out of her hands. Back to Green. Green goes into Lauren Hart. She goes inside. Gives it inside, and a carry is going to be called against Oak Ridge. Oak Ridge does not like this pressure at all.
Yeah, Cleveland has just put a lot of pressure on as soon as they get past half court, and it's caused already 4 turnovers for the Wildcats.
15-4, the Lady Wildcats trail. 30 seconds to play first quarter. Cleveland basketball. Here's a deflection out of bounds. Last touch by Oak Ridge. Oak Ridge wearing their road grays tonight, cardinal and white. The Lady Blue Raiders wearing their predominantly white jerseys with blue and a little red trim. Their basketball underneath the goal. Person to work the ball in from the baseline. Fires it into Droke. Droke backs it up with a pass. Here he goes to Blair. Blair's very fast, very quick. She's going to back it up near the midcourt circle. They'll play for the final shot here in this first quarter of play. It's been all Cleveland to this point. 15-4 the score. 10 seconds and counting here in the first period. With the basketball come Cleveland. They drive in. There's a walk or a jump ball. They're going to call it jump ball. The alternate possession arrow to Oak Ridge. I don't know if that's good or not because we only have 3 seconds to work with here. And they'll bring the ball down the floor. Here comes Kamari with 2. Kamari with 1. A shot up to 3. Looked like she was fouled, but no call as the first quarter comes to a close. Wow, we haven't seen this happen this year. Lady Wildcats in a 15-4 ball game. Take a break. We'll send it back to the engineer once again. We'll be back following this 60-second timeout. Welcome back once again to Cleveland, Tennessee, here on FM 92.7, FM 94.7, prepradio.com, Oak Ridge Schools Television, Channel 15. We're streaming on YouTube Live right now on our Prep Radio channel. John, it's been all Cleveland. Their quickness really causing Oak Ridge difficulties.
Yeah, it jumped out to a quick 8-0 lead to start the game, and even since then, they've just piled the pressure on them, zipping around the floor, snatching offensive rebounds, and really just causing pressure.
Droke with the basketball, comes cross court with it. Over he goes to Person. Person back to Droke. Thought about a 3, drives the free throw line, pulls up, reach in foul is going to be called. Count it, and a foul is going to be called. Lady Wildcats just standing around, a lot of standing around. It was a continuation. She was fouled on the floor. She took 2 steps and then shot the ball. Shouldn't be an M1, but that's what the call is. 17-4 the score. It'll be Cleveland at the free throw line. Toss on its way up there, and it is no good. Ball don't lie there as the Lady Wildcats bring the ball down the floor. 17-4 the score. Oak Ridge basketball. Kamari with it over to Hope in the left corner. Back to Kamari Mitchell's team. Getting transition buckets is going to be difficult tonight as Kamari goes in for the shot. No good. And they have the rebound. Lady Wildcats are going to get beaten down the floor once again. Here comes the layup. No good. Rebound, snatched away again by Cleveland. They work the ball inside. Lady Wildcats doing a lot of standing. Coach Taylor cannot be happy with that. Just a lot of standing, a lot of watching, and I think, honestly, I'll say it again. I think this is the 4th game of the week, and I believe their legs are tired. A long road trip down here, and they'll go to the free throw line with, looks like Chestnut, I believe, at the free throw line. Her toss is up there, and it is no good. She'll have another one as she was fouled in the act of shooting. 17-4. The Lady Wildcats trail here. 7-11 to play. We split with the Lady Raiders last year. Each team won at the others at their home sites. Just up back to the line. Shot is good. Lady Wildcats down 14. Here they come. Lady Wildcats haven't really had much of a good look at any shots here as Cannon works the ball. Or actually comes off to the left side, works the ball, needs help, throws the ball inside to a cutting Kamari Mitchell-Steen for the layup. Good. Great play. Kamari Mitchell-Steen drives in. The Lady Wildcats have 6 now. Oak Ridge puts on the press, and there's no way we can press these. They're just too quick. They do throw the ball away, and she stepped out of bounds. I didn't think he was going to catch it at first. It'll be Oak Ridge basketball. I don't know if we can press they're much too quick to press, I don't believe.
Yeah, they were very fast, and it seems like they're coached to break the press because they tore that apart pretty easily.
Here comes Oak Ridge down the floor. 18-6 the score. Kamari dribbles in. Kamari's quick. We need this 3 by Samaj. It's up. Good. 3-point shot. Samaj Clark and Lady Wildcats are back to within 9. Lady Wildcats pressing in the rear court with Lauren Hart and Cannon Green. Here's a steal by Oak Ridge. Lady Wildcats, maybe I'm wrong. Kamari goes in for the shot. No good. Missed it. Went to her left, and now down the floor, they've got a 3-on-1. They're going to drive it inside. The Droke, she turns, she spins, she shoots. No good. Rebound, it's over the back, no call. Should be an offensive foul, no call. Lady Wildcats cannot get a rebound. Just one rebound after another as the Lady Raiders set it up, leading by a score of 19-8. With the basketball, they're going to drive in, get a shot up, and it's good. They score with Jaden Chestnut. Here come the Lady Wildcats down the floor, trailing 20-9. Oak Ridge basketball. Lauren Hart might have walked. Works the ball to the left wing, coming out of there, harassed everywhere she goes. Back it goes to Green. Cannon left side. Here comes Hope driving. Hope shoot. No, she's not going to shoot. Should have. As Samaj drives in, kicks the ball all over the floor, and then kicks it out. Lady Wildcats passed up 2 good opportunities. Lauren had a shot coming down the baseline, just should have pulled up and shot it, and then she dished it off to Hope in the corner, who should have shot a 3 from there. It was wide open, elected to go inside, and the Lady Wildcats turned the ball over.
Yeah, it looks like they were just thinking too much about the shot, trying to get a better shot. But, those are pretty good looks that they passed up. Yeah, you can't pass up. With as aggressive and as quick as this team is, you cannot pass up any open looks, I think, tonight. 20-9, the Lady Wildcats trail here. 5:23 to play. We're in the second quarter. We're just not used to playing teams this quick. As good defense by Kamari, and she steals it right out of the hands of Chestnut. She drives in, and she's going to be fouled by a host of Lady Raiders. And Kamari Mitchell-Steen will go to the free throw line. Kamari just kept working and working and working with Jaden Chestnut and finally just ripped the ball away from her. Yeah, she hounded that steal from the three-point line to all the way to past midcourt. She got it. Kamari struggled at the free throw line as of late. Let's see if she can knock down these tosses. We'll have 2 shots here. 20-9 the score. The first toss is up. Good. Lady Wildcats down 10, 20-10, 5:13 to play. We are in the second period here at Cleveland High School in a game you're listening to on FM 92.7, FM 94.7, prepradio.com, Oak Ridge Schools Television Channel 15, and on the internet. Streaming on YouTube. Missed free throw, rebounded by Blair. Blair's going to go coast to coast with a behind the back dribble. Was going to go all the way in. Then got cut off by Hope Holt. They worked the ball to the corner for a 3. That's no good. Another rebound for them and another easy layup. Lady Wildcats cannot get a board. Here they come, down by 12, 22-10 the score. Oak Ridge basketball. Here it goes to Kamari, top of the key. Won't take the 3. Samaj goes into Gracie. Double team, still shoots. She's fouled. Personal foul will go against, looks like number 32, Katie Moore. I believe it's 32, yes. And that'll send Gracie Heron to the free throw line. 12-point game. Lady Wildcats down 22-10, 4 minutes, 46 seconds to play here in the first half. Gracie to the line. Shot is no good. Lady Wildcats, 1 of 3 now from the free throw line. Back to the free throw line will go the junior. Rebounding, John Oliver. A struggle for the Lady Wildcats in the early going. Toss good by Gracie. Yeah, they've been, Cleveland's so quick. They just get to the board before we have. And, Gracie just now coming in. She's made a big difference on the boards already, but, that's hard to make up. Lady Wildcats get it into Kamari after the steal, and she scores. Kamari Mitchell-Steen scores. Bodies all over the floor once again. Lady Wildcats down 9, 22-13. Here they come down the floor. Another breakdown on the defense. The shot is up good. Nobody guarding Paige Moody. Lady Wildcats gambled and lost. 24-13, down 11. Here comes Hope down the floor. Lady Wildcats with the basketball. 4:13 to play first half. Here comes Kamari driving, dribbling, and shooting up. No good. Good rebound by Gracie. No good. Draws yet another foul. Almost got it in one there
wouldn't go for her, and Gracie Heron will go to the free throw line. 24-13. Lady Wildcats starting to get a little bit more into the flow here.
Yeah, as soon as Gracie came in, started grabbing more boards. It's definitely helped a lot because, the offense was having a tough time getting started when the defense was down on the other end so long trying to scramble for a rebound.
24-14. Gracie hit the first one. Here's the second one. Good. Lady Wildcats down 9 now. Got to get some stops on defense here. Playing with Hope Holt, along with Lauren Hart, Samaj Clark, Kamari Mitchell-Steen, Gracie. Once again, another breakdown. They missed a shot, though, and Gracie battles for the rebound, and the Lady Wildcats push it up the floor to Hope, throws the ball away. They're so quick. And here's a deflection and another steal by Kamari. If she can track it down, she cannot. I tell you, the Lady Wildcats are hustling right now on defense. You just can't make throws. We're so used to playing the Carneses and the Clintons and the Centrals of the world. You cannot make those kind of passes against this quickness and athleticism this Cleveland team has.
Not to knock the Carnes or Centrals or Clintons, but, this Cleveland team's a lot quicker, a lot more athletic, and they just, it seems like they just know where the pass is, what the lanes to be in to,
Well, intercept. It's the athleticism. I mean, they're very, very athletic.
Yeah, they're very quick.
Timeout was asked for on the floor here. We've got 3:50 to play here in the first half. Lady Wildcats in a 24-15 ball game. It was looking pretty bad at one point. I think it was like 12-2 or something like that. And Lady Wildcats have improved a bit here. They're still down 9. It'll be Cleveland basketball. What do you think of Cleveland shoes there, John? They're what color is that? Actually, is that kind of a peach color?
I think it's salmon.
Well, yeah, I guess you're exactly right. That's what it is. Are you a shoe expert or a color expert? Are you an artistic guy?
No.
Well, that's
I do like shoes, though.
That is kind of the color of the shoes here. Lady Wildcats had a junior varsity girls game that was played right before this, and the Lady Raiders beat Oak Ridge in that ball game as well. It'll be, once again, with 3:50 to play in the first half, 24-15. Lady Raider basketball underneath the go. They're going to bring some of their bench people off the floor and bring their starters back in. And they'll have the basketball underneath the go. 3:50 to play, trying to get the ball in 5 seconds. They do. The Lady Wildcats set a trap, and the ball's knocked out by Samaj Clark. Tracked down by Coach Paige Taylor right behind the Oak Ridge bench. 3:48 to play. We're in the first half here 24-15 the score. Cleveland basketball, and it comes to Blair. Blair sets it up. Lady Wildcats still playing in that zone. Blair against Hope Holt holds the ball, then hands it off to Jackson. Jackson swings it to her left to the sophomore Paige Moody, who backs up into the midcourt circle and gives it up to Hurst. Addison Hurst, another sophomore. They trap on the baseline. They sling the ball back out to the top. Back to Hurst. Good defense by Oak Ridge. The athleticism is what has gotten most of their scoring, and a couple blown assignments defensively. Here comes Cleveland setting it up. 3:19 to play, trying to attack inside the zone. They work the ball inside. Now they kick the ball back out once again. Good defense again by the Lady Wildcats. Here comes a wide open shot blocked by Kamari. Taken away by Hope Holt. Lady Wildcats block the shot of Paige Moody. Down the floor will come Kamari Mitchell-Steen. Turning, spinning, driving up for the shot. What a move by Kamari Mitchell-Steen. And she drops it in, and it's 24-17. Here come the Lady Raiders down the floor. What a move there by Kamari.
That's what I like to call the spin cycle.
24-17 the score. 2:45 to play in the second period. Here comes Cleveland once again. Addison Hurst with the basketball. Works the ball left side. Off it goes to Moody. Moody backs it up once again to the corner. They come cross court. Got to be more active on defense there. They're standing around. Here's a shot. No good. Rebound. Gracie just stood there and watched it. It was luckily pulled down by Samaj Clark. Here come the Lady Wildcats down the floor. 24-17 the score. Here's the lob. Here's the shot by Gracie. No good. Almost another opportunity for an M1 there, John, but she couldn't get the shot to fall. But Gracie Heron will go to the free throw line. She'll have 2 shots. 2:21 to play, second quarter, 24-17. Lady Wildcats trailing the Lady Raiders. Cleveland High School. Gracie the line. Shot is no good. Gracie's already been to the line a ton of times here in the early going. As they substitute out of the ball game, Hurst and Moody. Back to the free throw line. Once again, we'll go Gracie Heron. Lady Wildcats creeping back in. 24-17 the score. Toss, good. Gracie knocks it down, and Gracie's got to be, she and Kamari, the only ones really have scored, I think, here. And here come the Lady Raiders down the floor. Lady Wildcats now only down 6, and here's a kick ball. It's going to go out of bounds. Last touched either by Samaj or against Kamari. 2:14 to play first half. 24-18, the Lady Wildcats down 6. Cleveland basketball. They work the ball in from the side court. Blair with it. She'll bring it back across the midcourt stripe. Lady Wildcats playing with Samaj Clark, Cannon Green, Hope Holt, Kamari Mitchell-Steen, Gracie Heron. Lady Wildcats down 6. Here comes the pass in the left corner. Deflection. Trying to get the ball around. Almost a drop by Blair. Blair's going to penetrate. Cut off nicely by Oak Ridge's Cannon Green. Saved on the floor by Person. She kicks it out for a 3. It's on its way. Too strong. No good. Rebound, Oak Ridge. Kamari Mitchell-Steen fouled in the rear court by Person. She commits the personal foul. I'm looking for the team fouls here. That'll be team foul number 6 called against them. Number 2 called against Person, and the Lady Wildcats have the ball. 1:46 to play, 24-18. The Lady Wildcats down 6. Trying to get back in the ball game here. Here comes Oak Ridge with it. Kamari Mitchell-Steen with it. Dribbles in, penetrates all the way to the right block, takes it up with a shot, no good. Rebound, Cleveland, then stolen away by Oak Ridge for a moment. Picked up on the floor by Oak Ridge. Hope Holt into Kamari. She battles for it. She tries to get it. Here's Samaj. She launches a 3. It's good! 3-point shot. Samaj Clark. And just like that, the Lady Wildcats are back to within 3. 24-21 the score. Down the floor, they get a shot on its way. No good. Rebounded by Samaj. Here come the Lady Wildcats. 3-on-2. Samaj turning. Will not take the shot. Backs it up. Swings it up to Kamari. Around to Hope Holt. A minute to play. Here comes Hope driving. Turning, spinning. She puts it up there. No good. Gracie on the board. Back up with a shot. Good. Gracie Heron scores. And it's a 1-point game. 24-23 the score. Here comes Cleveland down the floor. 50 seconds to play. They lob the ball across the line. Dribbling in. Penetrating. Number 4, that's Person. She'll back it up. 42 seconds to play first half. All the way back, John Oliver.
This is an impressive comeback. I mean, it was 12-2 at one point. Now it's 24-23.
As it'll be a foul called against Oak Ridge, will send Blair to the free throw line. 36.9 seconds to play. 24-23. Do you think we have more fans in the gymnasium than they do?
I think we do. And if not, they're certainly louder.
Free throw is missed. Back to the free throw line they'll go. 36.9 seconds to play second quarter. 24-23 the score. Toss on its way. The ball don't lie as Droke knocks it out of bounds. It'll be Oak Ridge basketball coming down the floor. 24-23 with a bucket that can take the lead. With a 3, a 2-point lead. Here they come down the floor, moving left to right, wearing their all-gray jerseys with white and black trim. 24-23 the score. Kamari Mitchell-Steen holding the ball at the midcourt line. Oak Ridge was down at one time by 12, 14 or so points. Lady Wildcats down 1. Here they come. Samaj Clark with it. Dribbles to her left. Has trouble with her dribble. 5-second count is on, and she's got to back up with it. She's about to turn it over. Samaj is going to drive into Gracie Heron. Goes in for the shot. Good! Oak Ridge leads! Oak Ridge leads. 5 seconds to play. Here comes Cleveland. Slow them down. 1 second. They get a shot off. It's no good. The Lady Wildcats all the way back to take the lead. 25-24. John Oliver, what a comeback.
That was impressive. I mean, it was 12-2. It was 15-4 at the end of the first quarter. We scored 21 in the second quarter. Brought it all the way back 25-24. What a comeback.
25-24 is indeed the score here as we're at halftime at Cleveland High School. Lady Wildcats in the lead by 1, 25-24. We'll take a break. We'll send it back to our engineer back at the station, who is Brian Bennett at FM 92.7, FM 94.7. We are also streaming this game on YouTube Live on our Prep Radio channel. We're on Oak Ridge Schools Television Channel 15 and prepradio.com. We'll be back to Cleveland High School. Oak Ridge on top, 25-24. Back in 3 minutes. Welcome back once again to Cleveland High School. Lady Wildcats with a furious comeback in the second quarter after trailing, I think, what did you say, 15-4 after one quarter?
Yeah, after one quarter.
And so they come racing all the way back to take a 1-point lead. Incredible comeback.
Yeah, that was incredible. It was really spearheaded as soon as Gracie Herring came back in and started, doing what she does on the boards. And the Oak Ridge Lady Wildcats so far have been led by Kamari Mitchell-Steen with 9 points. Gracie Herring with 8. Most of those coming in the second quarter with 6 free throws. She only made 4, but, those free throws were pretty big. Helped put us ahead. Samaj Clark with 2 big threes and 6 points. And Cannon Green with a nice little mid-range and 2 points. The Blue Raiders are led by Jamarin Blair with 6 points. She's been everywhere on defense. She's a very quick player, and sometimes it seems like almost too quick for her own good. She's lost the ball a couple times. Followed by Brenna Droke with 4, Jaden Chestnut with 5, Alexia Jackson with 3, Paige Moody with 2, Mariah Person with 2. Oak Ridge has shot 9 of 21 from the field, 2 of 5 from 3. Those 2 three-pointers coming from Samaj Clark, those were big. 5 of 8 from the free throw line, and most of those coming from Gracie, who really just kind of helped pace the Wildcats as soon as she came in. And Cleveland shooting 11 from 25 from the field, 10 of 20 from two-point range, so exactly 50%. Their coach will definitely be happy with that, but their turnovers are killing them right now. I think they have 7, and they're in foul trouble with 6 fouls in the first quarter. Oak Ridge, a lot of turnovers in the first quarter, but they kind of held those turnovers to a minimum in the second. And they've already got 6 in the first half, but 4 of those were in the first quarter. So I'm sure Coach Taylor would love to see what happened in the second quarter.
I kind of stand corrected. I didn't think the Lady Wildcats could press them. Then all of a sudden, I think they switched out who was, just in the rear court actually starting the press there. And when they did that, I think it really created havoc on the Lady Raiders.
Oh yeah, it seemed like the Raiders were it was a lot of pressure on them, and they could barely get the ball up the court. And when they did, it was suffocating defense. A few key blocks at the rim by Gracie and Kamari. Those were big, keeping them in the game.
So we're at halftime here. Both teams have just emerged from the dressing room. The Lady Wildcats find themselves on top, 25-24. You're listening to this game live on FM 92.7, FM 94.7, prepradio.com. We're also streaming live on YouTube right now on our YouTube channel, Prep Radio. Two teams are warming up down below. Sparse crowd on hand here. In fact, a lot of things that were interesting. They didn't have the national anthem. And they didn't have the starting lineups. We're going to take a quick break here. 25-24 our score. We'll be back to Cleveland High School in 3 minutes. Yeah, plug it in real quick. You must have unplugged it. Right at your feet there. That's a little suspicious to me. Push it back so you don't do it. It doesn't happen again. Yeah. It always goes up.
It's usually like double.
Yes. We're also on Channel 15 too, so people can watch it that way too. So, yeah. I think we are, Mr. Welcome back once again to Cleveland High School. The second half about to get set here. Socially distancing gymnasium fans here as the Lady Wildcats come from way behind to take the lead 25-24 here in the half. I'm going to say this again. I honestly think we have more fans in the gym than they do on a Saturday night. Normally, last time we were here, didn't they have a radio station and a TV station down here doing this? But tonight they haven't even done the PA or anything.
Yeah, there's definitely not as many fans. You know, they had that crazy big student section last time we were here last year. But obviously you can't have fans here anymore. So that's probably a pretty big factor because they had a big home court advantage last year.
Well, the second half about to get set here. It'll be the Lady Wildcats with the basketball side midcourt leading 25-24. Cannon Green, Hope Holt, Samaj Clark, along with Gracie Heron, Kamari Mitchell-Steen, the starting five, started the ball game, in the ball game now. Hope Holt works the ball to Kamari. Right side, dribbles in, picks it up, works the ball to Samaj. She launches a three. It's on its way. Good! Another three-point shot by Samaj Clark, and the Lady Wildcat lead is now 4, 28-24, and Samaj's outside shooting has been outstanding here as they work the ball across the line. Here it goes to Chestnut. They work the ball inside for a shot. Good. They score off the glass. Lady Wildcats have had to take a little bit of gamble as the Lady Wildcats quickly give it in to Samaj. She's going to drive right, give it in Hope at the free throw line. There's Oak Ridge's Kamari Mitchell-Steen for three, no good. Gracie on the rebound, going to go right back up with it, gives it in to Kamari, can't control it, goes out of bounds, last touch by Cleveland. Oak Ridge by 2, 28-26. What a night shooting here for Samaj Clark.
Yeah, she's having a great night. She's already 3 for 3 from 3. And, you know, it doesn't seem like she'll miss. She might finish with a few more tonight.
Lady Wildcat basketball, and it comes. Top of the key to Samaj. Thought about shooting another three. Will not. Backs it up to Green at the top of the circle. Cannon holds it off and gives it up to Hope. Hope to Kamari Mitchell-Steen. Attacks inside. Driving. Pulls up. Shoots. What are they going to call? It's a block. Blocking foul called against Cleveland. Will send Oak Ridge to the free throw line with 7 minutes to play here in the third quarter, leading by a score of 28-26. Kamari Mitchell-Steen will go to the free throw line. She will have 2. And she goes to the line. Kind of quiet gym here. Toss on its way up there. Good. Kamari knocks it down. Oak Ridge by 3. 29-26 the score. Back to the free throw line will go the senior. Headed to Northern Kentucky, I believe, to play basketball. Tosses up. No good. Rebound. Hope had it and then knocked out by Hope Holt. Very, very close to being touched there by Chestnut, but it'll be their basketball underneath the goal. Lady Wildcats will put a little pressure in the rear court, a 2-2-1 press as they work the ball down the floor to Blair. Blair in the rear court. Blows past her defender. That's Samaj Clark. She throws the ball inside. Lady Wildcats giving it up too much easy. Here's a missed shot, though. Rebound by Gracie. Gracie Heron pulls it away. 29-26 Oak Ridge. Samaj in the left corner. Samaj will drive. Give it into Gracie. Free throw line jumper. Good! Gracie Heron drops it in, and the Lady Wildcats lead 31-26. 6 minutes, 33 seconds to play third quarter. They work the ball across the line. They're going to drive in. There's a shot. It's no good. They get the rebound. No good, but a foul is going to be called against the Lady Wildcats. 31-26 Oak Ridge, 6:26 to play here in the third period. That is going to send Alexa Jackson. She's a senior player for the Lady Blue Raiders as they go to the free throw line. She'll have 2 shots. Here's the first one. It's up there, and it's good. 31-27 the score, a 4-point game. The Lady Wildcats in the lead, 6:26 to play here in the third period. Back to the free throw line. Once again, Jackson. Guns it. Good. Oak Ridge basketball coming down the floor. No pressure at all. Lady Wildcats by 3 in the ball. Here comes Oak Ridge's Hope Holt down the floor. Brings the ball across the time stripe. Dribbles to her left. Comes off and gives it off to Kamari. Penetrates in all the way to the hole. Gives it into Gracie for the layup. Oh, no good. Battles and gets her own rebound. And they call it jump ball, the alternate possession arrow to them. Lady Wildcats lead 31-28. 6:10 to play here in the third quarter. Lady Wildcats pressuring once again. Lady Wildcats, watch them easily get the ball to Blair. She's trapped to the midcourt line. Fires a pass. Now they've got numbers. They work the ball inside. Shot is no good. Gracie had the rebound. And another foul against those Cleveland Lady Raiders. Personal foul goes against Cleveland. And it'll be Oak Ridge basketball. 5:57 to play. They missed a point-blank shot there, but Lady Wildcats missed a couple here on the other end as well.
Yeah, I mean,
here comes Oak Ridge down the floor. Here it goes once again to Hope. She's going to dribble in, stop, give it into Green. Cannon thought about shooting a three. Dribbles right. She could have driven in, did not. Here's Kamari, three-pointer. It's no good. Rebound, great hustle. Oh, and a hold. Should have been a foul called against Chestnut. She grabbed hold of Hope Holt, and no call. It'll be Cleveland basketball. 5:40 to play third quarter. It remains a three-point game. Here come the Lady Raiders down the floor. Person in the rear court. Over it goes to Blair. Blair met at the midcourt line. Dribbles in. They got to slow her down at the line. She works the ball to Droke. Droke drives the baseline. She's in a lot of trouble. She backs it up once again to Blair. 5:25 to play. Launches a three. Good. We're pretty shot. Tie ball game, 31-31 the score, 5:19 to play third quarter. Here come the Lady Wildcats down the floor, moving right to left, wearing their all gray jerseys. Here it goes, Kamari Mitchell, Steen to the hole, blocked. Rebounded by Cleveland, then what's the call? They're going to call a personal foul against Oak Ridge. 5:08 to play third period. It'll be Cleveland with the basketball coming down the floor. 31-31 the score, 5:08 to play third period. With the basketball will come the Lady Raiders. Moving left to right, with it will come Blair. Tie ball game, 31-31 the score. Cleveland basketball. Here it goes to Droke. Brenna Droke, senior player, holds it and gives it over on the left side to Person. Person along the baseline. She had a baseline drive if she wanted to. Going to give it out to Blair. Blair giving a three-point shot. Thought about driving in against Hope. Will be cut off at the free throw line. Now backs it up with a pass to Person. Now, once again, they got a guard her. Missed it. Rebound, Droke. Droke in trouble. Pulls the ball back out. They launch a three. Clang off the iron. No good. On the rebound will come Oak Ridge. Lady Wildcats. One dribble. Right side it goes to Kamari. Inside Samaj. Shot. Oh, no good. On the rebound, Oak Ridge had it. Samaj battles. Gives it on to Gracie and somehow kept her dribble going. Cleveland fans didn't think so. Kamari drives right. Hope with the basketball. 31-31 the score. Samaj thought about a three. Drives in, penetrates, goes in for the shot. Block shot. Nice block by the Lady Raiders. Here they come down the floor. You talk about a competitive ball game. Here comes a shot. Good. And she's fouled. That girl's quick on quick, as Coach Pruden used to say. Blair comes down the floor and she has an M1 opportunity.
Yeah, that was a big energy play for Cleveland there. Almost a snatch block by 21 persons, and then Jamar and Blair coming down the court on a fast break and converting the and one.
Free throw's good. They're up by three again. 34-31 the score. Lady Wildcats have had some opportunities inside, some really nice defensive plays by the Lady Raiders. Block shots and some missed shots by Oak Ridge. Hope's in a lot of trouble. Needs help. Fires it out to Cannon Green. Lady Wildcat basketball. Green dribbles right, stops. Picks up her dribble, gives it over to Samaj. They got her a little bit closer now, but not Kamari. She's wide open. She shoots a three and knocks it down. 3-point shot. Kamari Mitchell-Steen, and we're tied at 34. Here comes Jackson to Blair. Course to Droke. Droke drives in, pulls up, shoots, clang off the iron, no good. Rebound, Oak Ridge, Cannon Green. Lady Wildcats. Here comes Samaj. She drives to the hole. She lays it in and scores. Samaj Clark off the glass, and it's a 2-point game. 36-34 the score. Lady Wildcats by 2. 3 minutes, 19 seconds to play third quarter. Here come the Lady Raiders down the floor. Blair with the basketball. She drives to the free throw line. She throws up a shot. It's good. Tie ball game. 36-36 the score. You take Blair out of this contest, it's a whole different game.
Oh, yeah, she is very quick, very athletic, and she's giving this defense a whole lot of fits.
Oak Ridge basketball. Out to the top it goes to Hope. She works it over to Kamari. Kamari comes cross court. There's Cannon Green. Green drives the baseline, penetrates too far and turns the ball, gives it off to Oak Ridge's Gracie Heron. Works the ball right side. Wide open. Samaj was open for a three, but it's going to be Kamari who launches and knocks it down. 3-point shot. Kamari Mitchell-Steen of the Lady Wildcats. It's a 3-point Oak Ridge game. 39-36 the score. We're in the third quarter. Here's Jackson Shooter. Blair shooting up good. Shot it over the top of Gracie. Back the other way we come racing. Here comes Hope with the ball across the line. 39-38. Wildcats in the lead. 2:20 to play. We're in the third period. Here comes Hope driving. Back to Kamari. Kamari dribbles past her to double team. Dribbles in. Kicks left side. Cannon Green. There's Samaj. She launches a three. It's no good. Gracie battles. Has the rebound and she steps out of bounds. I think she had already released the pass. Didn't get it. It'll be a turnover, and it'll be Cleveland with the basketball. What a fired up crowd, and what a great game we're watching.
Yeah, the energy is a lot bigger than the crowd size here, but it's a very fast-paced, very, very energetic game so far.
39-38 Oak Ridge. 2 minutes to play here in the third period. Non-district ball game here from Cleveland, Tennessee. Cleveland High School with the basketball. Once again will come the Lady Raiders. Dribbling out to the right. They had to give Blair a little bit of a rest. She's just been going nonstop, and she's the main reason. Here's a steal by Cannon. Cannon Green's coming down the floor. Waits for her teammates. Gives it inside to Lauren Hart. Hart, she walks for the basketball. The pass kind of caught her going backwards, and she turned the ball over. Lady Wildcats up by 1, 39-38 the score. A minute 40 to play. What I was saying a moment ago, they had to give Blair a rest. She has gone 100% from start to finish of this ball game.
She's been all over the court tonight on defense and on offense. I mean, on offense, she already has 16 tonight, and most of it coming in the second half here. She is on fire so far, but she's got to be tired. 39-38 Oak Ridge. Here comes nearly a steal. The ball is almost taken away by Hope. Saved on the floor by Person. Person fires a pass. They drive the baseline. With it will come number 5. That's Moody. Then she lost the ball out of bounds. Moody turns it over, kind of lost her footing. I don't know if she was bumped or what, but she did lose her footing on the baseline and then fell backwards. She's okay. It'll be Oak Ridge basketball. Minute 13 to play third quarter. Here come the Lady Wildcats down the floor. 39-38 the score. Hope Hull with the basketball to Green. Cannon dribbles in. Harassed everywhere she goes by Moody. Needs help. Fires it left side to Hart. Lauren Hart with it. Cross-court Cannon. Cannon thought about a 3. Dribbles in. 6-footer is no good. Rebounded by Chestnut. Down the floor with the basketball. Back into the game will come Blair. Slow her down. They don't. She scores all the way in. You got to get in her face. You got to stop her. Take a charge. Do something. Just get in her path. It's a 1-point game. 40-39 the score. Cleveland in the lead. How many does Blair have in the ball game? She has 18 already. Most of it coming in the second half, too.
Lady Wildcats with it. Cannon Green throws the ball away. Turnover. Down the floor will come the Lady Raiders, and they turn the ball over. The Oak Ridge basketball. Got to be stronger with the basketball. I know the pressure is great, but you've got to be strong. Lady Wildcats down by a point. 40-39 the score. 23 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Lady Wildcats will get the ball first in the fourth. Here comes Lauren Hart, top of the circle. Dribbles to her right, needs some help. Still dribbling. Got a screen. Dribbles right. They give it off to Samaj. Back to the top it goes to Hope Holt. Lady Wildcats. Kamari Mitchell-Steen penetrating, driving. She shoots. No good. What's the call? It's a block. Foul call against Paige Moody. Kamari Mitchell-Steen will go to the free throw line for the Lady Wildcats. 2.7 seconds to play. She'll have 2 shots here. How many does Kamari have?
She has 16, and she finally hit her first threes of the game. She was probably very relieved to see those go in. She's hit 2 in the second half now.
Last Friday, she had 8 in one ball game, which tied the school record.
Wow.
As she goes to the free throw line. Toss. Tie ball game. 40-40 the score. 2.7 seconds to play. Third quarter. Back to the line, Kamari Mitchell-Steen. Senior dribbles once, twice, 3 times. Shoots. Oak Ridge still remains tied. Then Samaj steals it. Samaj gets a bucket as the third quarter comes to a close. What a great rebound by Samaj Clark. Right in the right spot, and Oak Ridge leads 42-40. We'll take a break. We'll send it back to Brian Bennett. We'll be back for the fourth and final quarter in 60 seconds. Start. Welcome back once again to Cleveland High School here on FM 92.7, FM 94.7. What a game we've had after a very slow start. The Lady Wildcats, I thought, looked a little dead leg. The Lady Wildcats, the energy level rose considerably, and the Lady Wildcats came from way behind to take a lead. They lead now by 2. Kamari dribbling, driving, wants to shoot. 6-footer is good. Kamari Mitchell-Steen drops it in, and Oak Ridge leads by 4. 44-40 the score, and what's the call? Lady Wildcats get a block. That's one way to slow her down there, John. I mean, just get in her way, and maybe you'll get a charge, maybe you get a block. That time it was the block.
Yeah, it's been tough to slow her down. I guess that is one way to just foul. Yeah.
Blair with the basketball, top of the circle, 7:40 to play in the ball game. 44-40, Oak Ridge in the lead. The boys' game will follow here on FM 92.7, FM 94.7, prepradio.com, and Oak Ridge Schools Television Channel 15. Their basketball. Here it goes to Hurst. Throws the ball out to the top, around to the top of the circle. They work the ball wide open. You can't leave her alone. She knocks it down. You cannot leave her alone. You cannot leave her to guard somebody else. She drops in a 3. It's a 1-point game. 44-43 the score. Oak Ridge basketball. Hart with it to Kamari. Kamari right side to Samaj Clark. Samaj works the ball to Lauren. Lauren Hart throws the ball to Hope. Hope is then fouled. Foul, I think, is going to be called against Blair. Kind of a cheap foul, honestly. It'll be Oak Ridge basketball as Gracie Herron is going to check back in, and Lauren Hart's going to check out. 7 minutes to play in the ball game, 44-43. Exciting action here from Cleveland. As the Wildcats work the ball in, it's knocked out by Cleveland. 7 minutes to play, 44-43. The Wildcats trying to get the ball in. Then it comes to Hope Holt. Harassed by Blair. Hope's going to dribble in. Hope's going to go inside, throws the ball away. Too much. It got too far in there, and they're going to get a layup on the other end. Here comes Blair. There's no way to stop her. Good. If you're going to foul her, you got to knock her down to the floor, and you got to do it before she shoots.
Yeah, she is lightning quick. She just makes everybody on the court look slow, and she's just blitzing to the rim right now on the fast breaks. You know, Cannon Green, if you're going to foul, you got to go a little harder than that because she's going to make that.
Free throw miss. Rebounded, though, by Oak Ridge. Cleveland by 1. 45-44 the score. Kamari Mitchell-Steen lost the ball. She was fouled. No call. Jump ball, and it'll be their basketball. Oak Ridge fans thought there should have been a foul. Hard fall by Kamari. 45-44 the score. 6:45 to play. Some perspiration down on the floor. Cleveland by 1. Win or lose, this has been a really, really good game for Oak Ridge to see the level that they have to play at a high level against good teams. This is the most athletic team we have played, more athletic than the Stone Memorial team. Stone had some other qualities that were good, size for one. They had that 1.62 girl, but this team is just so quick. By far the fastest team we've played all year. They work the ball to Joe, throws the ball away for a second. They get the ball across the line. It was close to 10 seconds. They work it out once again to Person. Person drives in. Nearly a carry there, wide open. She knocks it down again. Guard her. Blair hits another 3 at the top of the key. You got to guard her. It's a 4-point game. I mean, it's not that hard. You see 33, you get in their face. Here's a 3-point shot, no good. Long rebound. Oh, what a board. Shot no good by Kamari Mitchell-Steen. She'll go to the free throw line. It's not hard, John. If you see 33, you got to guard her.
Yeah, I think the term is, when you see the jersey, stick to it. Get a hand on the jersey. And, I wouldn't be surprised if they do a box and one here, honestly, because she is just lighting up. She has 26 already.
Free throw is good by Kamari. Lady Wildcats down 3, 48-45, 6:08 to play here in the ball game. What an exciting game. Everybody's played hard and played well since the first quarter. Kamari knocks it down. It's a 2-point Cleveland lead, 48-46. Pick up Blair. Nobody does. She drives in, coast to coast, gives it up. Here's a shot. Good. They score, and that's what she can do too. She draws the attention, and she just dished it off, and that was an easy 2. Nice play by Cleveland. Here they come down the floor. Cannon Green with it, spinning inside the paint, gives it over to Samaj. Samaj will drive in. Nearly lost the ball. They wanted an elbow call. Here it goes to Kamari. 3-pointer. They need it. It's on its way. Good. 3-point shot. Kamari Mitchell-Steen. Down the floor, the Lady Wildcats in a 1-point game. Cleveland turns the ball to the right side. Oh, a little touch foul. little touch foul they're going to call against Kamari. 5.5 minutes to play in the ball game. 50-49, Cleveland in the lead. That is team foul number 6 called against Oak Ridge. Cleveland ball, Person. Works the ball in, and it comes to Jackson. Jackson guarded by Cannon Green. Backs it up. 50-49. With the basketball will come Blair. Blair continuing to dribble, works the ball to the left side to Chestnut, and they've slowed it down a little bit. This is the way the game started, John.
Yeah, the way the game started and how it's been going the past 2 quarters is night and day. I mean, the first 3 possessions probably took 3 minutes, and now it's just racing back and forth.
Blair continuing to dribble here. Hope Holtz now guarding her. 5 minutes to play. 50-49. The Lady Raiders of Cleveland High School on top of Oak Ridge. 50-49 the score. We're in Cleveland. They have the basketball. They're going to drive the baseline. That's a walk. They get a shot up. No good. It is good. I'm sorry. I don't know why I said that. I saw it was good. 3-point game. 52-49 the score. Here comes Oak Ridge down the floor. Hope to Kamari Mitchell-Steen. Kamari's dribbling. Kamari's driving. As she goes up, they're going to say no shot. They're going to call a foul. I don't know why earlier they had a continuation when the girl got fouled on the floor in the circle and they gave her the shot. Why that wasn't, I mean, it's obvious she just heaved it up there to try to get the call, but should go both ways. As the Lady Wildcats will work the ball in, down by 3. 52-49 the score. Oak Ridge basketball. Samaj drives right, throws it out to Cannon. Oh, Cannon had a shot, holds it, had Gracie, now fires it out to Samaj. 4.5 minutes to play in the game. 52-49 the score. Kamari to Green. Cannon Green right side. Samaj Clark to Gracie. She telegraphed the pass. It's taken away. Here comes Cleveland down the floor. They have the ball in a 3-point lead. 52-49 the score. You can't pass up open looks. Lady Wildcats back on defense. 52-49 Cleveland. 4:11 to play in the ball game. Cleveland working with Blair, the senior. Backs up in the midcourt circle. Coach says, back it up. Here comes Oak Ridge. They come up to guard her, and that could be dangerous. One-on-one here. Blair guarded by Cannon Green. 52-49 the score. 5-second count is on. Now they try to set a trap. She works out of it. She works the ball inside to Droke, who works the ball in for the shot. Good ball movement. Person scores. Cleveland by 5. 54-49 the score. Can't pass up shots here. Here come the Lady Wildcats down the floor. Kamari for 3. No good. Rebound. Got to be more aggressive. You got to go to the ball. The ball bounced off the rim, and the Lady Wildcats waited for it to come to them as they put it up and score. And the foul. If the ball goes off the rim, you got to go get it instead of wait for it to come to you. And that's a sophomore mistake right there.
That's just a hustle play. You just gotta get in the game, get hustle and get the boards right there, Can't get caught staring.
Free throw's good. Lady Wildcats are in trouble now. 57-49 the score. Cleveland on top. 3:29 to play. We'll take a quick break. We'll send it back to Brian Bennett. We're here in Cleveland High School at Cleveland, Tennessee. Lady Wildcats down 57-49. Back in 60 seconds. What an exciting ball game we have witnessed here. The Lady Wildcats and the Lady Raiders here in a 57-49 game. It's now an 8-point lead. Here come the Lady Wildcats down the floor. Both teams have played an exceptional basketball here. Hope dribbles right, hands it off to Cannon. Cannon Green dribbles in, penetrates. Looks, backdoor. Hope's got it. Hope inside, throws the ball out to the top. Samaj with it to Kamari. Kamari penetrates, turning, spinning, driving, shooting up, and it's good. And she's fouled. Count the bucket. And she'll go to the free throw line with an opportunity for a 3-point play. 57-51 the score. Lady Wildcats down by 6. What a great game we're seeing here, John.
Yeah, this is a very good game. I mean, the energy in this building is electric, and Kamari just put them in a washing cycle. So
back to a 5-point game, 57-52 the score. Here come the Lady Raiders down the floor. Good defense. Oh, you can't call that. You are the farthest official away. Farthest official away. Called the foul. Bad call. Good defense by Kamari. You have to admit, that's the fourth foul. That was just good, solid defense by Kamari Mitchell-Steen and a blown call. I mean, it was a blown call. I mean, he was the farthest official away. He was screened. He could not see where the ball was. It was a great play by Kamari, and the foul shot is good. 58-52 the score. Coach Taylor having words with the official who missed the call. Free throw is good. It's good by Blair. Here comes Oak Ridge down the floor. Once again, it's a 7-point game. 59-52 the score. Whoever wins this ball game, as Oak Ridge throws the ball away. Cannon tried to get it, I think, to Gracie and just threw it away. And here they come down the floor, coast to coast for the layup. No good. Rebound, Cleveland. Pulling it away comes Person. 2:45 to play in the ball game. 59-52 the score. With the basketball will come the Lady Raiders. Good defense, Oak Ridge. Bounce pass goes out to the top of the circle. What I was going to say a moment ago, the Lady Wildcats had a valiant comeback as they get a shot up good and foul called against Gracie. Kind of lulled the Wildcats to sleep. Cleveland looks like they're headed for the victory here, but let me tell you, Lady Wildcats played great basketball in this one. I mean, with the exception of the first quarter, not so good. But since that time, they have played hard. They have played aggressive. The effort was there. Free throw is good. But right now, these last few minutes have been all Cleveland. 62-52 the score. Down the floor with the basketball will come the Lady Wildcats. Lady Wildcats have lost one ball game this year to Stone Memorial. They're doing a much better job on Samaj. They go back door to Kamari. Shot is up. It's no good. Draws the foul. 2 minutes, 14 seconds to play in the ball game. 62-52 the score. The boys game will follow here on YouTube on our Prep Radio channel, also on FM 92.7, FM 94.7, prepradio.com, and Oak Ridge Schools Television Channel 15. That is the fifth foul called against Person. And they'll have to get a new person in the ball game. It's going to be Addison Hurst coming into the ball game, and she checks out. 10-point game. Last year, we came down here. Cleveland beat the Lady Wildcats. At our place, we beat them. Hopefully, we'll have just the same kind of a ball game when we play them a little bit later on in the year. Can't remember the exact date on when we play them again. Seems like it's in February, maybe February 1st or something like that. And it's there. As Kamari goes to the free throw line, shot is good. 62-53 the score. Lady Wildcats down 9, 2:14 to play in the ball game. Back to the free throw line will go the senior. Kamari hits both tosses. And the Lady Wildcat trails by 8. Here they come down the floor. All the way will come Blair. Blair drives to the baseline, cut off there by Gracie. Swings the ball at the top of the circle to Hurst. 2 minutes to play in the ball game. 62-54 the score. Great ball game. Here we hope the boys' game is just as good. Last year, Cleveland swept Oak Ridge in 2 ball games. As the Lady Raiders, Blair dribbling with 1:53 to play in the ball game. Keeping it away from Oak Ridge, the Wildcats have already committed 9 team fouls, so the next one will be the double bonus. 5-second count is on Hurst. She has to hand it off to Droke. Droke in front of their bench is in trouble. Bounce pass goes out to the left side of Hurst. Hurst holds the ball, swings the ball back out once again. 94 seconds to play in the ball game. Cleveland fans sensing victory. Blair to the hole, no good. Does draw a hard foul this time. She'll have to earn it at the free throw line. Cleveland's a good basketball team, John. I'm not going to make excuses. I mean, we have played. This is the 4th game, the 3rd straight night. But our energy level has been good since the first quarter.
Yeah, with the exceptions to the first quarter, we've definitely been hanging in there energy-wise. But, this Cleveland team's really good. I mean, that first quarter, if you're going to play like that against them for a whole quarter, then I think they'll make you pay in the long run. 63-54. How many does Blair now have as she goes to the line? She has 29. This is their chance for 30 on the night.
30 of their 63, or 64 if she hits it. Toss on its way up there. She missed it. 29 and holding. Down the floor, that's my age too. Down the floor will come Gracie Heron. Heron to Hope Holt. Here it goes to Green. Cannon. Double team. Goes inside. Nice pass into Kamari. She's fouled. Personal foul against Cleveland with 1:18 to play in the ballgame, 63-54. We're on FM 92.7. We're on FM 94.7. PrepRadio.com and Oak Ridge Schools Television Channel 15. Streaming this game and the boys' game to follow here on YouTube on Prep Radio. Kamari Mitchell-Steen to the line. Shot is good. 30 points in the ball game. So these two superstars have battled back and forth here tonight.
Yeah, it's been a very, very good battle. I mean, it's almost a game within a game. Kamari and Blair going back and forth. Kamari is 30, Blair is 29.
8-point game, only 1:15 to play. Lady Wildcats going to go back on defense here. 63-55 the score. Non-district ball game here. With the basketball will come Blair. Blair is one fun player to watch. Dribbling with Samaj guarding her. Now they work the ball left side. Here it goes to Jackson. Jackson dribbling right. Gives it out once again to Blair. Down to 53 seconds to play, and there's a foul called against Samaj Clark, and that's going to send Blair to the free throw line. Her first name is Jamaryn. As a timeout is asked for, I believe. Timeout is asked for by, I believe, either Oak Ridge or Cleveland. Either way, 52 seconds to play. John, your thoughts here? I mean, after falling behind such big numbers, was 15-4 after one quarter. It has been an exciting game since that time. Lady Wildcats came racing back, I think, to take a 25-24 lead at the halfway mark, and then it's been back and forth since. Really, not the last 3 minutes has been Cleveland's game, but for the most part, it's been a back and forth affair.
Yeah, it's been a lightning quick game since that first quarter, and I mean, this Cleveland team's so good that first quarter it was playing catch up for the Lady Wildcats. And a team as good as Cleveland is, it's going to be hard to catch them playing as bad as you can in a quarter. So
yeah, you spend so much energy just trying to catch up, and this is their third night in a row playing too. So, I'll give them credit; they did play hard. I mean, you can't fault the effort for the Lady Wildcats in the last three quarters.
Oh yeah, they've had their energy going. They've played hard. It's just sometimes a player as good as Blair, it takes one player, and she's getting her free throws right now. She's up to 30 now.
So she has 30. Kamari Mitchell-Steen has 30. 64-55 Cleveland tosses up, and they have the rebound. They're going to go right back with a shot. It's not a wise decision. She should have picked it off. Here come the Lady Wildcats. Kamari Mitchell-Steen. She launches a three. It's blocked. Rebound by Gracie. Gracie drives in. Here's her shot. No good. Rebound to Blair. 37 seconds to play. They're going to get a chance to go all the way down the floor. Shot no good. Rebound to Cleveland. Back up. Good. Foul called against Green. 66-55, an 11-point lead. To the free throw line will go Chestnut. And she'll go to the free throw line. 30 seconds to play in the ballgame. 66-55. I'll speak to the head coach of the Lady Wildcats, Paige Taylor, after the ballgame. Chestnut up, good. Completes the three-point play. 67-55. Chestnut didn't crack under pressure. Down the floor will come the Lady Wildcats. Here's Samaj for three. She hit some big ones in the first half. She knocks another one down here. And the Lady Wildcats are down 67-58. Lady Raider basketball, and they have to call a timeout to save possession. I think it's academic with 16.4 seconds to play, but what can you say about Samaj Clark's outside shooting tonight?
Yeah, she was very good from outside. 4 or 5 from three. She's barring any more points. She's got 16 on the night. So she's been very good for the Wildcats. She's forced a few turnovers, and she's converted a lot of three-pointers for us too. 67-58 the score. We'll hope you'll stay tuned for the boys' game, which will follow. We'll have the broadcast on YouTube on our Prep Radio channel. We'll all be on FM 92.7, FM 94.7, PrepRadio.com, and Oak Ridge Schools Television Channel 15. Beautiful facility here, and you're right, I remember that monster student section they had a year ago when we came down here. Unfortunately, students are not allowed in gyms. I know you guys haven't been able to see any home games since they put the ban on, but I guess being on the crew, at least you'll get a chance to see some as play is halted and another timeout. The second timeout is called by the Cleveland Blue Raiders, and I think it'll be a 60. Why don't we take it with them? We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Welcome back on our YouTube feed here. The Lady Wildcats down 67-50 before they draw up a play, and they're going to work the ball in. Here it comes with 16 seconds to play. Blair with it to Droke, 13 seconds to play. Droke is then touch fouled by Hope Holt with 11.5 seconds. So all that took only about 5 seconds. It seemed like that went a lot longer than that. It'll be going to the line. Brenna Droke, senior player for the Lady Raiders, 67-58. The Wildcats trailing here at Cleveland High School. Shot is up there, hits the rim, the back end of the rim, no good. 11.5 seconds to play. Lady Wildcats down 67-58. Back to the free throw line once again. Droke shoots it up there, good. Here come the Lady Wildcats down the floor. In it comes Hope Holt, 11 seconds. Works the ball right side, gives it out to Samaj for another three. It's up. This one's no good. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, and the Wildcats commit a foul. Probably not at the right point, but it is a foul called, and they'll go to the other end and shoot free throws. So Cleveland's going to come away with the victory here, but what an exciting ball game. I've said it all night. We saw the Lady Wildcats come racing back from a huge deficit to take the lead, actually led by as many as 4, maybe even 5. Couldn't hold it in the fourth quarter. Just a great individual effort there by Blair. Great individual efforts tonight by Kamari Mitchell-Steen and Samaj Clark as well for the Lady Wildcats point-wise as they go to the free throw line with Droke. Her shot is good. 69-58 the score. 2 seconds to play. 2.5. The boys' game will follow here. Second toss up there, and it's no good. Gracie on the rebound. Here goes to Kamari. A mid-quarter at the buzzer is no good as the ball game comes to a close. Our final score here at Cleveland High School, the Lady Wildcats defeated by a final score of 69-58. John Oliver, I've said it for the last hour or so. Great ball game to watch as a fan. Tough loss for the Wildcats, but I think it's a great learning experience. We've been playing the much slower teams around our area in our district, and now we come down here and we face a big, strong, athletic, quick team. They know what they're going to have to do to compete at this level now after playing this team.
Yeah, that was an impressive performance. Coming off of back-to-back games, that's, you're going to expect a little bit of tiredness, but, they battled well with a really good Cleveland team, so you can't really be disappointed with the loss, even though you might be, saddened about it, but it was a good game by the Wildcats, even better by the Cleveland.
It's not a district game, so that's all that matters, honestly. 69-58 is our final score. We're going to speak to Coach Paige Taylor at some point. We'll also have the final statistics as tabulated by John Oliver as the Wildcats come onto the floor here. 69-58 the final score. We'll send it back once again to Brian Bennett at the station. 69-58 the Lady Wildcats drop this one to Cleveland. We'll be back to Cleveland High School in 3 minutes. Welcome back once again to Cleveland High School. Joining me, the head coach of the Lady Wildcats, Coach Paige Taylor. Coach, several things I want to talk about. One thing that I thought, I know you're disappointed in the loss, obviously. You don't want to ever compete and lose a ball game, but you started out a little slow. I think, and I attribute it, we've been playing these teams that are not nearly as quick and as athletic. And then all of a sudden, we were caught flat-footed, I think, in the first quarter. I think you were down 15-4 or something like that.
Oh, yeah, we were.
In the first quarter. And then the energy level came to the level that it needed to be. You got some steals on defense. You hit some big shots. And I think for the last 3 quarters, even this last little stage of the ball game, I thought your energy level was good. Your effort was good. It's a really good team you play. One particular player, she had 31 points, I think, in the ball game. We've seen her before. You reminded me that she was at Bradley when we played them in the state tournament just a few years ago. I guess the negative is we lost. The positive is your girls now know the level of play they have to come up to play against good teams with the quickness and athleticism of this team.
Right, and that's why we schedule games like this out of our district, to get this exposure. And that's what we talked about that before the game. This is why we're here, to play a team of this caliber and to measure where we're at. And I'm not one to make excuses at all, because we dug a hole for ourselves early on. We came back and but we didn't make defensive stops like we needed to make. But, playing 4 games in 1 week and this being our 3rd one in a row, driving down here, there's a lot that goes into that. But no excuses. We got beat. But, I don't like to lose, but I felt like our girls gave good effort. It's just some mental mistakes, some, defensive mistakes. We got to improve that.
Right. I don't know that we have faced anybody this quick this season. I was thinking back to the Stone Memorial, the different kind of a team,
totally
but
different team.
Yeah. But she's so quick. A lot of times your girls were just caught flat-footed, and she'd go right past them.
Yeah. She was beating 3 and 4 girls at one time, and that's an adjustment that you have to make defensively, and something that now you've seen it, you can't prepare for that. You can't, in practice, you can't prepare for that. But now you've been exposed to it and it's out there. Mentally, you got to be prepared for it the next time you see it.
Our phenomenal player had over 32, and she had a little slow start. But I want to talk about Samaj Clark's shooting. Her 3-point shooting there got you back in it. You had a furious comeback. You actually led at the half, 25-24, just that second quarter, basically because you started hitting some big shots. And Samaj, you got some stops too on defense. Well, obviously that helped, but Samaj's shooting was really phenomenal tonight.
Yeah, she's been shooting the ball really well for us, and playing well. Her level of play has stepped up for us, and she made a great play right before the half. Got a rebound off I think it was a free throw, and stole the ball and went back up and put us ahead. But she's shooting the ball with confidence. She wants the ball, just like the other night against Powell. She's calling for the ball, asking for it.
Coach, I know you have Color's got a ball game here, so you need to get ready to go back here. At least you get a couple days off here.
Yeah.
I guess you'll go back to the practice floor. Got a district opponent on Tuesday. I think you got Halls. That's a home game. Then after that, it's 4 straight road games, I believe, all in the district. But at least the week's over here. It's been a long one.
Yeah, it's been a long one. I feel like we've grown as a team. I just, what you worry about here is girls getting frustrated with this game here, and letting it mentally affect you going into your next game. But I'm happy with where we're at. I'm not happy with the loss by no means, but I'm still seeing things out of our girls that I know. When down the stretch, as we get better and better and better, we'll be able to win basketball games.
Coach, have a good rest of the weekend.
Thank
there.
You.
Coach Paige Taylor, Lady Wildcats defeated 69-58. Let's get John in here for the final stats, and then we'll turn our attention to the boys' game. John?
Oh, thank you. Oak Ridge Lady Wildcats were led by Kamari Mitchell-Steen with 30 points on the night, 21 of those coming in the second half on a kind of heroic effort. Samaj Clark, second on the team, with 16 with 4 big threes. Followed by Gracie Heron with 10 and Cannon Green with 2. Only 4 scorers by the Wildcats, but Kamari really kind of leading the team, shooting a lot of free throws tonight. She shot 9 of 13 from the free throw line. Also, Gracie Heron shooting 4 of 6. So a lot of free throws, but big baskets by Kamari. Kind of helped keep the team in the game, and Samaj with some big threes as well. And then the Cleveland Lady Blue Raiders were led by Jamarin Blair with 30 points of her own on the night, and 24 of those coming in the second half. So that's a lot of points for one half, if you ask me. She was followed by Jaden Chestnut with 13, Brenna Droke with 11, Katie Moore with 2, Alexia Jackson with 7, Mariah Person with 4, and Paige Moody with 2. And, even though Wildcats had 3 scores in double digits, Cleveland did too, and they also had a lot more depth with their scoring, which proved to be the difference, really, as the Wildcats came back from a first quarter deficit, 15-4, but ultimately fell by 11, 69-58, even though they were leading at half, 25-24. We now turn our attention to the boys' game, and the opponent is another team that qualified for the state tournament last season but were unable to go because of the shutdown. Last season, Cleveland posted a 33-1 record and probably could have competed for the state title, especially with their 2 outstanding guards, including Jacoby Woods, but like Oak Ridge, were denied the opportunity. Those 2 guards have moved on to play in college, and Cleveland is trying to find their identity in some kind of rhythm, having had several games postponed due to the virus. They have managed to play more games than their girls' teams, though. Their wins have come against Notre Dame, McMinn County, South Doyle, Sequoia, and last night against Walker Valley. Their losses to Bearden, Cookeville, Webb, and Notre Dame. Last season, they swept Oak Ridge, winning 65-51 at Cleveland and 76-69 at the Wildcat Arena. This series is a short one. It began in 1971, and Oak Ridge leads the series 15-10. Oak Ridge's last win over Cleveland came in 2018. Cleveland will play Oak Ridge at the Wildcat Arena on February 9th. Oak Ridge's next game is on Tuesday, another district game at Halls against Halls. The Wildcats beat Halls 100-64 on December 1st at Halls. Halls is 6-4 on the season, but did manage to beat Clinton for their only District 3 win. They have since lost 3 in a row, all district games following Tuesday's game. Following Tuesday's game, Oak Ridge will go on the road for 2 weeks with games at Anderson County, Powell, Clinton, and Carnes. Oak Ridge leads the district by 2 games over the Clinton Dragons, with 6 more games to play. The winner of the district championship will host this year's district tournament. Tonight we are in Cleveland on FM 92.7, prepradio.com, and streaming the video on YouTube and Oak Ridge Schools Channel 15. Our sponsors are the Fox Insurance Group, Ortho Tennessee, the Oak Ridge Utility District, TN Bank of Oak Ridge, and Mortgage Investors Group. We'll take a break and return to Cleveland following our 3-minute break.
3 minutes. Welcome back once again to Cleveland High School, getting set for the boys' game here. The Lady Wildcats just now defeated. Now the boys about to get underway. We didn't have the starting lineups or a national anthem in front of the girls' game. Let's see if they do that in front of this game. Doesn't look like it. Looks like we're just going to wander out to the center of the floor. I guess they either don't have a public address announcer or a tape of the national anthem to play here as we get set. The Wildcats will come out with Lucas Searcy, Jonathan Stewart, Jonathan Milloway, Jeremy Miller, along with Kel Slater. Wildcats come in with a good record in this ball game. They enter the game with 3 losses on the year, but they come in at 13-3. They are still undefeated in the district at 8-0. This is a non-district ball game. Jonathan Milloway will jump for the Wildcats. To jump for the Blue Raiders will go Rodney, and it'll be the Blue Raiders and the Wildcats. One more time. The series started in 71. Ball is up, controlled by Cleveland, and we are underway. With the basketball will come Brooks. He'll work the ball across the line. Brooks dribbles top of the circle, works the ball to his right, over it goes to Alex Hyder. They work the ball inside, and then they're going to call a foul on the floor against the Wildcats. 7:47 to play. 0-0 our score, just underway here from Cleveland High School. It'll be the Blue Raiders to work the ball in. It'll be Grant Hurst with Milloway standing in his face. 0-0 the score. Hurst yet to get it in. 5 seconds. Here comes the long pass, and it comes to McGowan. Clay McGowan, top of the circle for 3. No good. Rebound, Oak Ridge. Coming out there with it, Jeremy Miller. Fires it down the floor to Jonathan Stewart. It goes in for the shot. No good. It's blocked. It'll be Oak Ridge basketball side court. Boy, he got up there, John. Yeah, he got up.
Yeah, Johnny never got the ball, in control of the way. He may have gotten up, but, that's not 100%, yeah.
Wildcat basketball. Here it goes to Jeremy Miller, top of the circle to Kel. Kel thought about pumping and shooting a 3. Looks to his left, finds Lucas inside Milloway. 1 dribble, 1 shot, 2 points off the glass. He really badly beat Clay McGowan, and it's 2-0 Oak Ridge. McGowan to try to work the ball in against Oak Ridge's pressure. In it comes to Broadnex. He works the ball in front of the bench, fires it across the way. Here it goes on the left side, dribbling with it. Number 11, that'll be Hurst. Drives to the hole. Blocked shot. Foul called, I believe, against Oak Ridge's Lucas Searcy. That'll send Cleveland to the free throw line. It'll be number 11, Grant Hurst, at the line. Last year, they were 33-1. Beat Siegel in the sub-state ball game and weren't able to go to the state tournament. Oak Ridge beat Johnson City Science Hill. Couldn't go to the state tournament as that free throw is way off the mark. How disappointing must it have been for the 8 teams in AAA that couldn't go to the state that qualified?
I mean, that's probably crushing, working that hard all season, getting a chance to go to the big dance, and, you work all season for that, and it just sucks, really. No ifs, ands, or buts.
One of the 2 free throws made is 2-1 Oak Ridge. Here come the Wildcats down the floor. Wildcats Jeremy Miller stops here right in front of us, works the dribble to the right, dribbles all the way to the right block, no place to go, needs some help, goes back door to Jonathan Stewart for the layup, no good. Rebound Cleveland, and it goes out of bounds. They say last touch by Oak Ridge. It'll be their basketball coming down the floor. We appreciate you listening to our broadcast wherever you might be, on YouTube, on our Prep Radio channel, on FM 92.7, FM 94.7, prepradio.com, as they work the ball down the floor to Hurst. Hurst's going to drive in, and he throws up a prayer. He's got to be called for a walk. He is. Easy call there for the official as he took a lot of extra steps. Pretty good defense. Didn't wait for his teammates at all there, John. He just went barreling down there against 2 people and turned the ball over, and down the floor will come Oak Ridge.
Yeah, you never want to do it on a 2-on-1 fast break, especially with a 6'8" guy like Milloway down there. He was already set up in the paint, just ready for him to come in, and he just kind of easily stuffed him there.
Wildcats get an easy one inside to Jonathan Milloway over the top of the much smaller defense, and here comes Cleveland down the floor. Grant Hurst is going to be guarded by Jonathan Stewart in the rear court, brings the ball across the line. 4-1 Oak Ridge, 6:21 to play first quarter. They beat us twice last year, once here, once at their gym. Shot is up, no good. Tip up, no good. Rebounded by Jonathan Stewart of the Wildcats. Jonathan's coming down the middle of the floor. Jonathan outside the three-point line, gives it up to Milloway. Milloway, Lucas Searcy, 1 dribble, 1 shot, hits the rim. Rushed it just a bit, stole it right back, goes in for the shot, missed it again, gets his own rebound, and goes up for the shot. He's going to be called for a foul, or actually they're going to be called for a foul. Lucas tried and tried, couldn't get it to go, coming off of an 8-point performance last night in the win over Central. Not a shooting violation. I didn't see it, that foul, honestly. John Oliver. Now Lucas is going to come out of the game. It'll be Oak Ridge basketball. Wildcats trying to work it in. Jonathan Stewart works it into Stafford in the corner. Stafford comes in for Lucas Searcy. 4-1 Oak Ridge. Looks to his left, comes back to his right, gives it over to Kell. Kell's held. There's a foul. Here's Stafford driving all the way to the hole. Shot is good, and he's fouled. Stafford Shanklin just blew past his man, took it down the baseline, took it off the glass, drew the foul, has an opportunity for a three-point play. Oak Ridge on top 6-1, 5:47 to play in the first period, and Stafford will go to the free throw line. Stafford, that was his first 2 points. What's that? Looks at the toss, it's up, and it's no good. Rebounded by Cleveland. Coming back the other way will come the Raiders once again, trapped in the rear court. You have to get the ball across the line. Now they do. They'll work the ball inside. Bounce pass goes to number 12. He got hammered by Stafford. No call. Clay McGowan with the basketball. Backs it up once again. He'll work the ball to his right. Over it goes to Jason Brooks. Brooks holds the ball, gives it up in the corner. 6-1 Wildcats. 5:25 to play. We're in the first period. Cleveland basketball. With the basketball will come Hyder. Hyder works the ball out to the top. Here it goes to Hurst. Guarded by Stafford Shanklin. The Blue Raiders in their white jerseys with blue trim. The Wildcats in their gray jerseys with white and cardinal trim. Jason Brooks with the basketball. Dribbles past Kell to the free throw line. And then an illegal screen is going to be called against number 13, or actually, and against the big guy there. Let me make sure the number 12. And that'll be a personal foul called against them. 5:05 to play. We're in the first period. Oak Ridge on top 6-1. As we play at Cleveland High School. Tuesday night, the Wildcats will be at home against Halls. John, will you be there?
I will if I have time. I hope I can, because I'd love to see another 100 points dropped on Halls.
Down the floor with the basketball will come Oak Ridge. The Wildcats have the ball to Kell. Kell in the corner. Thought about driving the baseline. Will not be able to do so. Backs it up with a pass to Jonathan Stewart. Drives right into Stafford. Goes up for the shot. No good. He does draw the foul. And they're going to say it is a shooting violation. And that'll send Stafford Shanklin back to the free throw line. 4 minutes, 48 seconds to play first quarter. 6-1. Oak Ridge on top. Good start for the Wildcats here. But we saw a good start for Cleveland in the first quarter of the girls' game. The Wildcats fell behind 15-4, came racing all the way back. Stafford's free throw is no good. Stafford, a 50% free throw shooter. This is their third ball game, guys. It's a lot, and they've been physical and up and down the floor. Second toss up, and it's no good. Rebounded by Salt. Down the floor, they'll come. Quickly across the time stripe, it goes to Hyder. Hyder drives the baseline, cut off by Stafford, throws up a 6-footer. Good. Nice little floater. Knocked down by Hyder. Here come the Wildcats down the floor, leading 6-3. Jonathan Stewart launches a three. It's up. Good. 3-point shot. Jonathan Stewart. Oak Ridge leads 9-3. Here comes Cleveland down the floor. Moving right to left with it will come McGowan. McGowan in the rear court. Jonathan Stewart guarding him in front of the bench. He swings the ball back behind him to Brooks, and Brooks walks it across the midcourt line. Brooks picked up by Kell Slater. Now drives to the hole. Shot is up. No good. Rebound Milloway. Wildcats have numbers. Here's the pass to Stafford Shanklin. He drives in for the finger roll. Shot good. Stafford Shanklin scores, and the Wildcats lead 11-3. Here comes Central down the floor. McGowan for three. It's on its way. That's a brick. No good. Rebounded by Kell. Wildcats running the floor. It's a 3-on-1. Kell in front. He goes to the hole. Goes up for the shot. Jeremy Miller up. No good. Slap the backboard. But then the foul is going to be called against Grant Hurst. 3 minutes, 52 seconds to play. Jeremy Miller will go to the free throw line. Jeremy on the season is a 67.1% free throw shooter. He'll have two shots here. Here's the first one. Good. 12-3 Wildcats. Last year they swept us in two ball games. One here, one at the Wildcat Arena. They went 33-1 a year ago. They've got a guy playing who played against us last year who was outstanding. Went to Belmont. Good player, John.
Yeah, I remember Jacoby Woods. I was sitting on the sideline. One of my friends heckled him. He proceeded to hit a three and stared right back at us, and that's how you know it's a good player.
Jeremy hits both free throws. Oak Ridge by 10, 13-3, 3:45 to play. We're in the first period. Their basketball. Grant Hurst with it. Works the ball to McGowan. McGowan with his back to the goal, and a push is going to be called against the Wildcats. Might go against Flip Thompson, who came into the ball game a moment ago. Jamison Updegraft is also in the game now for Oak Ridge. 13-3 Wildcats, 3:40 to play in the first period in the game you're listening to live on FM 92.7, FM 94.7, prepradio.com, Oak Ridge Schools Television Channel 15. We're on the internet, on streaming the live video on our YouTube channel. With the basketball will come Cleveland. Hurst drives in. He's held and fouled. The guy yelled M1. Got to get the bucket first before you get the one. It'll be Oak Ridge committing another personal foul. That'll be team foul number 4 called against the Wildcats. Not a shooting violation, so there was no and one. The foul is called against Stafford Shanklin. That'll be his first. McGowan works it in, then it comes to Salt. Outside McGowan to Hurst. They lose him in defense. He still bricks it up there. No good. Rebound Lucas Searcy. Big hammer job there. There had to be a foul. No call. So much contact. Coach Green says there should have been a call. Wildcats work it in to Flip Thompson. 13-5 the score. Lucas with it across the line. Lucas attacks to his right. Gives it off to Jamison. Jamison drives along the baseline and can't control the dribble. Goes out of bounds. And with 3:09 to play, it'll be Jonathan Stewart checking back into the ballgame. 13-5 is our score. The Wildcats in the lead. Cleveland High School, the site. Tuesday night will be at the Wildcat Arena as the Wildcats take on Halls in a district ball game. McGowan bounce pass, works it in, and it comes to Brooks. Jason Brooks in the rear court, guarded by Jonathan Stewart. He brings the ball to the midcourt line, dribbles fancily across the floor in front of the Oak Ridge bench, goes backdoor to McGowan. McGowan throws up a shot, no good. But he does draw the foul. That'll be the 15th foul called against the Wildcats. This time at the line will go Clay McGowan. He spells his name K-L-E-Y. He'll have 2 shots here, fouled in the act of shooting, the first of which is good. 13-6 Oak Ridge, 2:57 to play in the first period. Back to the free throw line will go McGowan. Toss, no good. Rebound, Stafford. Shanklin to Flip Thompson. Here come the Wildcats down the floor, leading 13-6. Flip about to be trapped in double team. Fires a high looping pass to Jonathan Stewart, who has it, and back to Flip. Flip back to Jonathan, has a 3, shoots a 3, knocks it off the backboard, no good. Rebounded by Cleveland. Here come the Blue Raiders down the floor. Brooks with it across the line. 2:35 to play, behind the back dribble. Lucas steals it. He's got it for the Wildcats to Jonathan Stewart. He has Stafford down the floor. He can't control the ball. Picks it right back up, goes in for the shot. Up, good, and he's fouled. Off balance, the Wildcats had every opportunity, John, to turn the ball over, at least 2 trips down the floor. Somehow, Jonathan Stewart was able to get control, put up the shot, has an opportunity for a 3-point play.
Yeah, that's one of those shots where, it just kind of falls in your lap, and you're just kind of happy it came back to you, because he almost blew that fast break, a 2-on-1 with Stafford. He's probably thinking about the highlights Stafford would make, but, lucky he got it back and finished the end one.
15-6 the score, 2:25 to play. To the free throw line, 1 shot, good. Jonathan Stewart came in at 50% on the year. Oak Ridge back by 10. 16-6 to score. Here come the Blue Raiders. They're trapped in the rear court. With it will come Brooks. Jason Brooks races across the line. Gives it to McGowan. McGowan along the baseline to number 1. Dribbles in. Wants to shoot. Did shoot. Knocks it down. Michael Dale hits the shot for the Blue Raiders, and it's 16-8. The Wildcats in the lead. Here comes Oak Ridge down the floor. 2:05 to play in the first period. Kel Slater, Jeremy Miller, Lucas Searcy, Jonathan Milloway, Jonathan Stewart in the ball game. Oh my gosh! Jonathan Milloway. Nobody guarded him. He wasn't aware that he was standing there underneath the goal. He's going to take it to the hole himself anyway. No good. Missed opportunity right there. I don't fault Jonathan too much, but he's got to look a little bit as there's a 3-point shot. No good. Rebounded by Jeremy Miller. Here come the Wildcats. Fast-paced game. Jeremy's fouled. Fouled by Michael Dale. Personal foul is going to be called against the Blue Raiders. Jonathan Milloway on that last trip down the floor, there wasn't anybody within 6 or 7 feet of him. And if Jonathan turns around, that's an easy layup.
Yeah, he just missed the pass. He didn't see it.
It's hard. He had his back to it. He had 2 guys kind of, collapsing in on him, but still, man.
He checked over his shoulder. There was a guy there, and the other guy came and doubled him, and he never checked back over his shoulder. So, it's just one of those missed passes.
Missed free throw by the Wildcats, Jeremy Miller. 16-8 the score, minute 27 to play in the first period. McGowan dribbling into the free throw line, nearly throws the ball away. Saved by Grant Hurst. Hurst got it by Jonathan Stewart right in front of the Oak Ridge bench. Wildcats watching Hurst dribble, drive, penetrate, kick it out. Three-pointer, hits the rim, no good. Rebound, Oak Ridge. Lucas Searcy, the Wildcats on a 3-on-1. Lucas, Jonathan Stewart to the hole, good. Great fast break. Give the assist to Lucas Searcy. Give the bucket to Jonathan Stewart. The Wildcats by 10 once again. 18-8 the score. Here they come down the floor. Jeremy Miller almost with a steal. Saved on the floor by Dale. Jonathan works it back to Dale. Dale kicks it out to Hurst. He launches a three. It's no good. On the rebound, Jeremy Miller. Here come the Wildcats pushing it up the floor. Great bounce pass inside. Jonathan Milloway. Unplayable to shoot. Now he does. Good. He was fouled. No call. Jonathan Milloway hits the bucket. Oak Ridge on top 20-8. 37.2 seconds to play here in the first quarter. With the basketball will come McGowan, picked up by Jeremy Miller. He dribbles to the top of the circle, penetrates the paint, a reach-in foul called against Oak Ridge. That'll be the 16th foul called, as their goal is to get McGowan or Hurst or somebody to just take it down the painted area of the floor, which is not painted, just down the middle. That is the 16th foul called against Oak Ridge. 28 seconds to play in the first quarter. They try to get it in. 5 seconds. They do get it in. Lucas almost steal it. They get a shot up. No good. Milloway on the rebound to Kell. 22 seconds to play. Kell driving, turning, spinning, whirling, shooting. Puts it up there. No good. On the rebound. Cheap foul called against Stafford Shanklin. The official that blew the call on the Kamari steal earlier in the ballgame makes that one. There was some contact down there. Wildcats up 20-8. That is the 7th team foul. And back to the other end of the floor we go. It'll be Clay McGowan at the free throw line for the Cleveland Blue Raiders. 16.5 seconds to play first quarter. Streaming this game on YouTube on our Prep Radio channel. Free throw's good. Back to the line they go. We're also on FM 92.7, FM 94.7. Tuesday at home against Halls. That'll be a Prep Radio ball game. Second toss up there. Good. Back to a 10-point advantage for the Wildcats. 16 seconds to play here in the first period. Here come the Wildcats down the floor. They'll play for the final shot. With the basketball will come Oak Ridge. Kel Slater to the hole, to the rack. Missed the shot, though. Had a fancy move to get there. Just couldn't finish. 2-1. Mid-quarter. It's on target. Good. 3-point shot. Got to slow him down somehow, and he knocks down the prayer, and it's a 7-point game at the end of the first quarter. 20-13 our score. Take a break. We'll be back to Cleveland High School in 60 seconds. David Clary back here along with John Oliver, Tyler Morris, Christian Rosas Rodriguez, and it'll be Oak Ridge basketball as we start play here in the second quarter. The Wildcats on top 20-13. Wildcats missed a layup there and gave up a midcourt buzzer beater as Jonathan Stewart thought about launching a three. 20-13 Oak Ridge. We got swept by them last year. 5-second count is on. Jonathan's got to get rid of the basketball. Throws a high pass to Lucas, who throws the ball away. And ball knocked out of bounds by Cleveland. The Wildcats got lucky right there. It'll be Oak Ridge basketball side court. Not a whole lot of movement right there. I think Coach Green not happy about that as the Wildcats set their offense in motion once again. 7:35 to play Wildcats Kell picked up his dribble, has no place to go. Somebody's got to come help him. It's Jonathan Stewart. Jonathan will set it in motion once again. They've extended it just a bit here as Jeremy Miller looks down the Milloway, can't get the ball to him. Good defense being applied down low by number 12. He works the ball now inside to Lucas Searcy. Right block, he's fouled. Personal foul call against Michael Dale. Be a personal foul against Cleveland. That'll be the 8th team foul called against them. It'll be Oak Ridge going to the free throw line with Lucas Searcy. 7:14 to play. The Wildcats without the services of Nick Dallas, who turned his ankle last night. Caden Updegraft is also nursing a kind of a sore knee as Lucas goes to the free throw line. Lucas Searcy, 52.9% free throw shooter on the year. 21-13, Oak Ridge in the lead. 7:14 to play. Lucas knocks them both down. Here come the Blue Raiders down the floor against Oak Ridge's pressure, and it comes to McGowan. McGowan to Dale. Met at the midcourt line and trapped by Lucas and Jonathan. He fires a pass, saved by Hurst. Hurst kicks it out. McGowan for three. Good. 3-point shot for Clay McGowan. And here come the Wildcats down the floor. Their lead is cut to 22-16. Knocking down some shots all of a sudden. Here's Jeremy Miller with the basketball. Had Lucas early. Jonathan wide open. One dribble, one shot, 2 points. They've been leaving him open a lot tonight. We just got to find him down there, John.
Yeah, he's 4 for 4 from the field with 8 points already. He's been a big part of the Wildcats' success tonight. He's been open a lot. I mean, he's been missed a couple times. Jeremy Miller with a nice block there.
Block shot by Jeremy Miller, trapped in the rear court. Wildcats have numbers. Here's Jeremy coming right down the middle of the floor, all the way to the hole, takes it in strong, good. Jeremy Miller goes coast to coast with it, and the Wildcats are back up by 10. They come down the floor, block shot, and a foul called against Jonathan Milloway. And they'll shoot free throws. 6:18 to play first half. 9th team foul. Second foul called against Jonathan. 6:18 to play first half. 26-16. Oak Ridge in the lead. The first time these two teams played was 1971. It's been a close series. The Wildcats lead the series 15-10. To the free throw line will go Cleveland twice. Here's the first shot. It's up. It's good. 26-17 the score, 6:18 to play here in the second period. The Wildcats playing with Kel Slater, along with Lucas Searcy, Jonathan Milloway, Jeremy Miller, and Jonathan Stewart. Second toss up, good. Back to an 8-point game. 26-18 the score. Here come the Wildcats down the floor. Kel Slater, top of the circle, finds Jeremy free, works the ball to Lucas, in the Milloway, in for the layup, good. Wow, he's schooling him big time, John Oliver. There is no way in the world he can keep up with Jonathan.
Yeah, Jonathan's rocking the baby right now. He's 5 for 5 already.
28-18 the score, 10-point game, 5 minutes, 58 seconds to play. We're in the second quarter. Grant Hurst with the basketball. One-on-one at the free throw line, pulls up. Tried to shoot, will not. Kicks it to the corner for a three. It's good. 3-point shot by Alex Hyder. And the Wildcat lead is cut to 7 again. Here's Kell coming down the floor. 28-21 the score. Wildcats by 7. Kell's going to take it to the rack. Up, good, and he's fouled. The Cleveland fans thought it should be a charge. It's a block. So they're just as disappointed with the officiating as we were in the girls' game. Count the bucket. Kel Slater to the free throw line. Nobody happy with the guys in the stripes tonight. It'll be Oak Ridge going to the free throw line. Kel Slater. He is a 62.1% free throw shooter, trying to give his team the 10-point lead again. He missed it. Wildcats 30, Cleveland 21. 5:34 to play first half. Grant Hurst for the basketball. McGowan for three. It's off the rim, no good. Big Jonathan Milloway on the rebound. Jonathan dribbles once, looks for a guard, and then Coach Green has to call a timeout. Good defense. Jonathan couldn't get rid of the ball. Had it already put it down on the floor, took one dribble, and then had to stop. 5:22 to play in the first half. Oak Ridge on top 30-21. If you just tuned in, the Lady Wildcats were defeated tonight in this non-district ball game as the Wildcats lead this one 30-21. Last year, we played Cleveland on 2 different occasions. The Blue Raiders won both meetings down here and up there. The Wildcats lost, 65-51 at Cleveland and 76-69 at the Wildcat Arena. This Cleveland team, they lost 2 really good ones to graduation, so it's not the same team we saw last year, but they went 33-1 a year ago. Really an outstanding team. Oak Ridge basketball, no pressure down the rear court as the Wildcats are going to work the ball in. Stafford Shanklin is back in the contest. Wildcats up by 9, 30-21. Kel Slater to Lucas Searcy. Jonathan's, oh my gosh, everyone's open. They're not even picking up their assignments as Kel's wanting to shoot, backs it up to Jonathan Stewart. Jonathan dribbles in, penetrates the arc, goes in for the shot, is blocked. Wildcats. Back the other way, here comes McGowan. McGowan got it by Lucas Searcy. Works it over to Hurst. Hurst harassed down high by Kel Slater. 9-point Wildcat lead. 30-21 the score. 4 minutes, 54 seconds to play in the second period. With a basketball, Hurst dribbles out to the top. Dribbles right, stops at the top of the circle. They've got to look to, as Wildcats kill actually is going to be Oak Ridge with this turnover. Wildcats, Milloway, Lucas Searcy. The Wildcats on a 4-on-1 break. Lucas to the hole. He walks with the basketball. He couldn't decide whether he wanted to shoot it or pass it, and on a 4-on-1, the Wildcats don't score. Tough break for the Wildcats here. 30-21 our score, 4:35 to play. Wildcats, a little bit of selfishness on the previous trip down the floor. The Wildcats had Stafford Shankin just wide open underneath the goal. Our post guys, our big guys have been open down there. They just got to look for them. 30-21 the score. The Wildcats up by 9. Their basketball. Here it goes to Michael Dale. Dale at the right extension of the free throw line. Looks back to Hurst. Thought about driving against Lucas. Does. Wants to shoot over him. It's a fadeaway. Good. Wildcat lead is 5, 30-25. The ball's worked into Kel Slater. And then he turns the ball over. Ran right into the trap. Three-pointer. No good. They've got the rebound, Dale. Inside number 12, shot good. I think it's closer than it is. They've got it a 5-point game. Here comes Jonathan blowing past his defense. They got to get the ball inside. Jonathan waits for his teammates, throws the ball out to Kel. Ball goes out of bounds, last touch by Cleveland, I'm sorry. 30-25 on the scoreboard. I thought it was closer than that. Maybe I was wrong. Lucas is coming out of the ball game. They've got to get the ball inside. It is open. It's going to be open all night. They've got to look for the guys inside. Here comes Oak Ridge working out to Milloway. Milloway goes inside Stafford just like that. They gamble so much, and that's an easy two. They can do that all night, John.
Oh, yeah, those are the best shots to get as well. Those wide open little pop shot, either floaters or, wide open layups, and they're getting a lot of them right now.
McGowan for 3, in and out, no good. Milloway goes for the rebound, grabs it, needs help, gives it over to Kel. Scoreboard says it's 32-25, Oak Ridge in the lead. Kel, free throw line jumper is up, and it is good. Battled, rattled, dropped in. Oak Ridge by 9, 34-25, 3:09 to play in the first half. Here comes Cleveland down the floor with the basketball once again. McGowan works it into Hurst. Grant Hurst picked up by Kel Slater. 34-25 Oak Ridge. Brings the ball to the midcourt line. Under 3 minutes to play in the first half. Their basketball. Grant Hurst with it. Dribbling in the midcourt circle. A big blue and white and red C painted in the middle of the floor. They'll dribble with Hurst. Hurst drives in. Shot is no good. He is fouled by the Wildcats. Hopefully not on Milloway. That would be his third. The official comes over to tell us it is against Jonathan Stewart. And for Jonathan, that'll be personal foul, I believe, number 2. Number 1, they say. It'll send Cleveland to the line. That'll be team foul number 9 called against the Wildcats. To the free throw line, Grant Hurst. He'll have 2 shots, the first of which rims out, no good. 34-25 the score. Back to the free throw line once again they go. They're going to bring more players in the game. Jamison Updegraft comes in for Stafford Shanklin. Wildcats up by 9, 34-25. They've led the entire way. 2:44 to play, second quarter. Grant Hurst back to the free throw line. They lost to beat Walker Valley last night. Tosses up there, good. 8-point game. Here come the Wildcats into Flip Thompson. Flip taking over the point position. Brings the ball. It's trapped at the line. Fires it over to Jamison. Jamison to Milloway. Milloway, one dribble. He is going to be called for a travel. Kind of stutter-stepped a little bit, trying to get a little closer to the goal, and that is a good call by the official. 2:35 to play second quarter, 34-26, an 8-point lead for the Wildcats. It'll be number 23, Clay McGowan, to work the ball in for them. Wildcats have Milloway, Miller, Jamison Updegraft, along with Flip Thompson, Jonathan Stewart. McGowan running the baseline, and he can't do that. You could not run along the baseline, and that is a turnover, and the Wildcats will get it. And, I think he told him, you cannot run the baseline there, as the Wildcats get the basketball. Jonathan Stewart will work the ball in, and it comes to Miller. He's going to take his man strong. Pull up, fadeaway jumper is no good. A little bit too strong. The Wildcats back on defense here. Sutter stepping. Here's Hurst kicking it out. 3-pointers, too strong. No good. Rebound. Jonathan Stewart had it. Saved by McGowan. They get a shot up. No good. Milloway's got it. Wildcat basketball. Milloway trapped in the rear court. It's going to bring the ball down the floor himself, and then he's fouled. Tried to sweep the ball away, did Clay McGowan. And that'll be the 10th team foul called against them. It'll send Jonathan Milloway to the free throw line. Milloway and the Wildcats are up by 8, 34-26. Milloway will go to the free throw line. On its way up there, it's good. Wildcats in a 9-point game, 35-26. Back to the free throw line again will go Milloway. The Wildcats playing with Jeremy Miller, Jamison Updegraft, along with Flip Thompson and Jonathan Stewart. Second toss by Milloway, good. Hit them both. It's a 10-point Wildcat lead once again. 36-26 to score. Down the floor will come Cleveland. They work it into McGowan. McGowan's going to bring the ball down the floor, swings it off on the right side to Dale. Nope, he gets it across the way to Brooks. Brooks trapped. Back to Dale it goes. Dale dribbles in. Dale pulls up. Blocked by Milloway. Saved, though, by Cleveland. McGowan for three. It's up. It's good. 3-point shot by McGowan. Back to a 7-point game. McGowan's a good shooter. Another three knocked down.
Yeah, he's a very good shooter. You know, he's had a little trouble shooting tonight, but you know, obviously he's very confident in his shot. You can tell he's a good shooter because he just pulls up without hesitation.
Here comes Flip driving in. Flip threw it to a spot, but Jonathan wasn't there, and Kale's going to come back in the ballgame. 7-point Oak Ridge lead. The Wildcats just cannot get any really big separation on this Cleveland team. They're solid at home here for sure. Minute 37 to play. Kale's back in the ballgame. Flips out. Down the floor with the basketball will come McGowan. McGowan walks it, guarded by Jonathan Stewart. Dribbles to the midcourt line, stripped to the ball by Jamison Updegraft, but saved on the floor by Cleveland. They work the ball top of the circle. Dribbles past his man, shoots over Milloway, good. Nice shot by Jason Brooks, and it's a 5-point Oak Ridge lead. And the Wildcats working into Kel Slater. Here comes Oak Ridge running. Well, Kel to Jonathan, to Kel, to the hole. And he used his elbow to push out. The farthest official, he might have done it, but the farthest official did not call it, and it's an offensive player control foul. Minute 10 to play. Cleveland right in the ballgame here. 36-31 the score, despite the fact that really Oak Ridge has led the entire way. They've hit some big shots here. The Wildcats need to get back to going inside, as I say all the time. As the ball's worked down the floor, here it goes once again. 36-31 Wildcats. A minute to play here in the second period. Cleveland basketball moving right to left, wearing their all-white jerseys with blue trim. Cleveland ball, Grant Hurst with it. We had a great girls game. As there's a shot blocked partially by Milloway, saved on the floor by Salt for three. Hits the rim, good. 3-point shot, and it's a 2-point game. 36-34, they have hit their shots. Down the floor will come the Wildcats. The Wildcats have been a little selfish, I think, honestly. Here comes Flip down the floor. Flip to the hole, no good. Milloway on the rebound, up, no good. Tip back up again, no good. Again, Flip's got it. Flip backs up, needs help. Wildcats, that time a little bit too far under the goal here. Here goes to Stafford. Stafford to the hole. He missed it. Rebound Cleveland. They can tie it with a 2, take the lead with a 3. Wildcats all of a sudden. Here comes a 3 by McGowan. It's no good. Rebound, tip, and out of bounds to Oak Ridge. No, they're going to say his last touch by the Wildcats. It'll be Cleveland basketball. Oak Ridge by 2, 11 seconds to play. This is like the girls' game. Oak Ridge girls trailed the whole way through the first half and finally caught them on the last bucket of the first half. Right now, it's a 2-point Oak Ridge lead with 10 seconds to play. McGowan with it. Got to stay on him. He likes to shoot the 3. Here it goes to Dale. Dale at the free throw line. Stay with McGowan. Back to Hurst it goes. An off-balance shot. Stafford has it. Stafford doesn't get a shot off as the first half comes to a close. Oak Ridge holds the lead here, 36-34. John, your thoughts of the first half?
Wildcats getting a little sloppy towards the end of the first half, but you know they're still holding the lead. They're still shooting pretty well, but you know that one of those last possessions we missed maybe 4 shots inside. We just got to hit our shots really. We're getting good looks, a lot of good looks inside, especially with Milloway and Stafford. We just got to hit our shots, find those looks, and I'm pretty sure we're a lot bigger than this team, so I think we'll be able to pull it out.
36-34 is our score. The Wildcats in the lead. Why don't we send it back to Brian Bennett? He is our engineer back at FM 92.7, FM 94.7, prepradio.com. We're also on Oak Ridge Schools Television Channel 15. 36-34 Wildcats. We'll be back with a look at the stats, including the girls' game. They lost it tonight in a great ball game to watch if you're a fan. Not happy that they lost, but it was still a great game to watch. 36-34 was the final, is the score here at halftime. We'll take a break. We'll send it back to Brian. We'll be back to Cleveland, Tennessee following this 3-minute timeout. Welcome back once again to Cleveland High School. Halftime, the Wildcats on top 36-34 over the Cleveland Blue Raiders. Last time we were down here, they beat us, and it was a great ball game to watch. The Wildcats lost it at the end. The Wildcats got swept last year, losing at the Wildcat Arena and losing here. Right now, Oak Ridge has the lead 36-34, but they've led by as many as 10 on 3 different occasions. But the Wildcats have watched them knock down some shots. Wildcats have, got a little selfish, I think, honestly, in the second quarter, just kind of pulling up and shooting wherever they had the ball instead of methodically working the ball inside to the advantage that we have, which is Jonathan Milloway. And even when Stafford was in there, we had the advantage. I think that's what Coach Green probably is telling them right now, that we need to get the ball inside. If Jonathan's double teamed, then somebody else has got to be open. But right now, you've got the stats here. Oak Ridge on top, 36-34.
Thank you. Oak Ridge has been led by Jonathan Milloway, who's kind of had his way in the paint. He's 5 for 7 from the field, 2 for 2 from the free throw line with 12 points. He hasn't gotten the ball a lot tonight, as David said, but when he has, he's definitely made him pay because he has such a big size advantage. Stafford Shanklin with 6, almost all of his points coming inside. Jonathan Stewart with 8 points tonight with a 3-pointer added on. He's been pretty good on defense as well as offense. Kel Slater with 4. Jeremy Miller with 4 tonight, and Lucas Searcy with 2. The Cleveland Blue Raiders are led by Clay McGowan with 9 points, all on 3-pointers. All of his shots have been threes. He's 2 for 7 from the 3-point line, but I think if he keeps getting the looks he's getting, then he's going to start making them. So they better get his jersey on him and, hug him tight. So following him is Alex Hyder with 8 points. He's perfect from the field. Rodney Broadnax with 4 points. Grant Hurst with 4. Judah Salt with 3. Jason Brooks with 2. And Michael Dale with 4. The Wildcats, they've played quick, but they were leading 20-13 at the end of the first, and at halftime it's 36-34. So you really kind of got to stave off that comeback by the Cleveland. Just try to get the momentum flowing back towards you. Try to get the energy of the team up on defense so you can make those big defensive plays.
I agree wholeheartedly. Why don't we take a quick break here? Halftime score, the Wildcats on top of Cleveland, 36-34. We'll be back to Cleveland, Tennessee following this 3-minute timeout. David Clary back here at Cleveland High School. The Blue Raiders will get the ball first as we start play here in the second half. The Wildcats on top 36-34. Wildcats have led by as many as 10 in the ball game. Wildcats come out with Kel Slater, Lucas Searcy, Jeremy Miller, Jonathan Milloway, along with Jonathan Stewart, the original starting five. Jason Brooks with the basketball to Broadnex. Over it goes to him. Around the left side it goes to the point guard, Grant Hurst, who works the ball down low to their big guy, who wants to shoot. Does. Blocked by Milloway with ease. Taken on the floor, though, by Cleveland. Blue Raider basketball once again. They're going to drive in. Fadeaway shot is good. And we're tied at 36-36. Down the floor of the basketball will come the Wildcats. So they've come all the way back. We saw the Lady Wildcats fall behind by double digits and come all the way back, only to lose the ball game. The Wildcats got to get into an offense here. Kel Slater, top of the circle, looks to Milloway, backs it over to Searcy, lobs it in to Milloway, knocked out by McGowan. Double team there. You can't force it in there. They tried to force it in right there to Jonathan Milloway.
Yeah, they had two people right there. I mean, it was just obviously wasn't wide open. You know, kind of lucky it didn't end in a turnover because.
Here comes Jeremy Miller inside of Milloway. Milloway kicks it out to Jonathan Stewart. Boy, they need this three. It's in and out, no good. Rebound out of bounds. Should be Oak Ridge's ball. Good call. The older guy made the right call here. It was actually touched, just a slap hand out of bounds by Cleveland. 7 minutes to play, third quarter, tied at 36-36. With the basketball will come Jonathan Stewart. In it comes to Kel Slater. Kel tacks the top, works the ball to Lucas Searcy. They're not giving him any threes. Oh, great move by Jonathan Milloway. Good. He just came up and then retreated backwards, and Broadnex went with him. And unfortunately, Broadnex didn't want to go that way, and the Wildcats are back up by 2. Here comes McGowan down the floor. They'll work the ball left side of Brooks. Jason Brooks with it. Dribbles in against Kel. Uses his hand to clear out. They set for a three. It's no good. Milloway on the rebound. Jonathan has the rebound. The Wildcats got to push it up the floor. Here goes to Kel Slater. 38-36 Oak Ridge. Kel with the basketball. Lucas Searcy had Jeremy Miller early. Couldn't get the ball to him. Got a screen by Milloway. Kel works the ball to his right. The ball is knocked out of bounds. They say by Jonathan Stewart. Guess he thought it was off the body of one of the others. He didn't really make a grand attempt to go after it. He must have thought it was last touched by them. 6:24 to play third quarter. 38-36. Oak Ridge by 2. With the basketball will come their point guard. That'll be Grant Hurst. Walks the ball across the midcourt line. Picked up by Kel Slater. Works around a screen. Dribbles to his right. Right elbow. Back to the top. They shoot a three again. It's good. 2-point shot made good by Broadnex. And we're tied at 38. Down the floor with the basketball, once again, Lucas Searcy. Wildcats, here it goes to Kel Slater around Jeremy Miller. Somebody's got to be open. It's Jonathan Milloway. He catches it, and he's pushed and fouled. Rodney Broadnex commits the foul, pushing Jonathan Milloway. It'll be Oak Ridge basketball underneath the goal. 38-38, Oak Ridge and Cleveland. Jonathan Stewart inside Jeremy Miller. Didn't catch it cleanly. Still shoots. Missed it. Rebound to Hurst. With the basketball will come the Blue Raiders. They can take the lead here. They're going to dribble in, get a shot up, and it's no good. That's selfish play on his part. Here come the Wildcats down the floor. Jeremy Miller, bounce pass. Tried to get it on a bounce pass to Lucas. Threw it right to McGowan, and they're coming down the floor. McGowan to the hole. He missed it. Rebound, Cleveland. With the basketball, Jason Brooks. Around to the left side, the lead and the three. Good. 3-point shot by Alex Hyder, and the Wildcats are down 41-38. Got to get back to playing pretty team-oriented ball right now. Jeremy Miller with the basketball. Hands it off to Lucas. Harassed. Dribbles in. Penetrates. Goes back to the top. Here goes the Miller to Jonathan Stewart. 41-38. Jonathan dribbles. Jonathan drives to the hole. No good. Charge is called against Jonathan Stewart. Set up by Hyder, I believe, or was it Hurst? Either way, it'll be their basketball. Hard tumble down. The Wildcats down by 3, 41-38, and the Wildcats are going to get Jamison Updegraft in the ballgame, and Jonathan Stewart is going to check out. 5 minutes to play third quarter. 3-point lead for the Blue Raiders here. Wildcats had double-digit lead here, John.
Yeah, Cleveland's kind of, they started hitting their looks, The Wildcats have started to lose their energy they came out with in the first quarter, and it's kind of started to hurt them. They haven't been able to get the ball inside as much. Haven't got any good looks from 3, really.
McGowan for 3. Good. 3-point shot. Wildcats now down 6, 44-38. And listen to the crowd here at the Cleveland High School gym. Much like the girls' game when the Wildcats just fell way behind. came roaring back. That's what's the same thing that Cleveland's done. They've just methodically gotten back into the ball game, not with the same kind of fury that the Lady Wildcats did. They've done it by hitting outside shots, knocking down threes, and the Wildcats, the lid seems to be on top of the goal right now for the Wildcats.
Yeah, it just seems like we can't hit a shot. Honestly, we're rushing right now, taking very contested layups. Like, we just had a charge called on us. There's 3 people at the rim. You don't have to go in there. It's going to be somebody open outside. We've only shot, 3 3-pointers tonight? And only hit 1. So, we got to start getting some looks. Oak
Ridge got swept by Cleveland last year. Want to win the first game on the road here. We'll play them at the Wildcat Arena later on. Oak Ridge down 6 now, 44-38 the score, 4:32 to play third quarter. Wildcat basketball, I see the Vols beat Vanderbilt tonight. The Wildcats' Jeremy Miller, backdoor to Stafford, layup. Good. Great set play out of the inbounds. That's what they got to do. Just set screens and get easy buckets. 4-point game. Here comes Hurst in the rear court. He is trapped. Trying to get out of there with it. The Wildcats guarding him is Stafford Shanklin. He's going to call the play, loop it across the line, dribble to his right, give it out to McGowan, shoots a 3. This one's off the mark. Jeremy on the rebound. Jeremy to Jamison. He'll never catch up with it as the Wildcats turned the ball over. Just didn't have had no ability to get anything on, to get it, to throw it back in because it was just too strong. Athletically, though, it was a nice play by Jamison just to catch up to it because the pass was way too strong.
Yeah, he heaved that one way past him. I mean, if he was Usain Bolt, maybe he would have got to that, but, I don't think anybody in the gym is going to be getting to that, so, that's not his fault.
44-40 the score, 3:53 to play third period. Down the floor once again become McGowan. Guarded by Jamison up to grab. The Wildcats have Jonathan Milloway as they're going to drive in. Block shot by Milloway. Last touch by him, and Jonathan helps him up. 3:43 to play. Back in the ball game will come Lucas Searcy. Out will come Jamison up to grab. The Wildcats have Stafford Shanklin in the ball game. Jeremy Miller, Jonathan Milloway, Kel Slater, Lucas Searcy. They've got Brooks in the ball game. They've got Broadnex in the ball game. McGowan, as they work it in, unable to shoot, they back it up and they throw it away. Wildcats are going to get it on their turnover. He found himself, Broadnex did, a little bit too far under the goal there, and then really panicked just a bit and just kind of heaved it, hoping that Hurst would track it down, but he just couldn't quite get to it. 4-point game, the Wildcats trail. 44-40 the score, 3:38 to play third period here at the Cleveland High School gym. With the basketball, Kel Slater. Over goes to Lucas. Around it goes to Jeremy. Jeremy, guarded by Hurst, drives baseline, kicks it out to Kel. Kel drives in, free throw line jumper is good. Pretty shot there by Kel Slater, and it's back to a 2-point game. 44-42 the score. Here they come down the floor. With the basketball will come Jason Brooks. Lost his dribble in the midcourt, picks it up, gives it over to Hurst. Grant Hurst at the midcourt circle, guarded by Jeremy Miller. 3:06 to play third quarter. Hurst free throw line jumper. It's clanged off the iron, no good. Rebounded by Milloway. Milloway down to Kel Slater. Wildcats down by 2. Milloway to give the team the lead. No good. Tip back up, no good. Rebounded by the Blue Raiders. Jason Brooks down the floor to McGowan. McGowan to the right corner. He launches a 3. No good. Boy, they tip it back up and good. Great hustle there, and Cleveland calls a full timeout. 2:41 to play third quarter. Odd time for a timeout. It's a 4-point game. 46-42 the score. We'll be back in 60 seconds. Welcome back to Cleveland High School. David Clary, John Oliver, Tyler Morris, Christian Rosas Rodriguez, Brian Bennett back at the radio station. The Wildcats down by 4, 46-42. with the basketball. We're in the third quarter. In it comes to Kell. Trapped. Gets out of there. Blows past it. Dribbles right. Finds Jeremy Miller. Shoots a three. It's no good. Milloway battles. Can't get the rebound. Taken away by Cleveland. Hurst with it. Trapped right at the midcourt line. Works out of it with ease. Drives to the baseline. Elbow. That's got to be a charge. Has to be a charge. He lowered his elbow and cleared out. That's a foul called against Grant Hurst. Good call by the official. It'll be Oak Ridge basketball. He did it. I don't know. He's the only one who disagrees with it. Yeah. Even the Cleveland fans agree with that call. It was a good one. Jeremy Miller with it across the line. Past his man. Drives in. Pulls up. Shoots. Good. Jeremy Miller drops it in from about halfway between the free throw lane and the goal. Hurst with it down the right side. They shoot a three. No good. Rebound by Stafford. Stafford is then fouled. Another foul might be called against Hurst. And let's see if that is indeed against him. He's picked up a couple quick ones. If that's the case, I think that'll be his fourth, but I think they're going to call it on perhaps Michael Dale. And yes, that is the case. Here come the Wildcats down by 2, 46-44. Cleveland last year went 33-1. They swept us. Their only loss was to Bradley Central, their big rival. Oak Ridge right now. Kell Slater. To Milloway, wide open. Layup, tie game. That's there all day long, and it's been there all night. Here come the Blue Raiders down the floor. 46-46 to score. 1:44 to play, third period. Michael Dale with the basketball, top of the circle. Drives against Jonathan, cannot shoot. Back to McGowan. McGowan cut off. Works the ball to number 4. Throws the ball inside to Dale. Dale back to McGowan around the left side. Hurst drives in, throws one off the glass. No good. Not a good shot. Rebound, Jonathan Stewart. Wildcats can retake the lead. Jonathan's going to go inside and throw the ball away. Tried to get it to a cutting player, either Miller, I think, or Milloway or Stafford, somebody. He just didn't connect with him. He goes out of bounds. We remain tied at 46-46 to score. 1:21 to play in the third period. Girls lost today. The girls JV lost, so it could be a triple sweep by Cleveland if the Wildcats don't recover here in the final moments of the third quarter and the fourth and final quarter. Hurst with the basketball. He's outside the three-point line. Got a screen. Out by Salt. Guarded by Lucas Searcy. Back to Hurst it goes. Exactly 1 minute to play in the third quarter. Tie ball game. 46-46 to score. Backing up with the basketball will come Grant Hurst. Dribbles to the top of the circle, dribbles back. Wildcats staying back to the midcourt circle he goes. 49 seconds to play third quarter. We remain tied. The Wildcats will get the ball first in the fourth quarter. Cleveland trying to close it out the third quarter and get the lead. With the basketball once again, it goes to Grant Hurst, guarded by Lucas Searcy. 5-second count was on him. Wildcats, Lucas staying with him. Fouls are not an issue here. The Wildcats have committed 1. They have committed 3 here in the second half. Working the ball to the left side. Here it goes to Dale. 25 seconds to play. 46-46. The Wildcats staying back. Once again. Welcome back once again to Cleveland High School. The Wildcats in a tie ball game. Here's Kell going past their trap, giving it out to Lucas Searcy. Wildcats, Lucas works the ball through his right, dribbles to the free throw line, kicks to the left side. Jonathan Stewart, boy, they need this 3. No good. Rebound, Lucas Searcy falls down, lost to handle the basketball and turns it over. Here they come down the floor. That was a tough break. In the rear court comes Michael Dale. 46-46 to score. They get the ball across the line. Dale stops, walks, almost, gives it off to Grant Hurst, drives in, blocked by Milloway, and they're going to call a foul. Say they got him on the body there. 7:28 to play in the ball game. 46-46 to score. It's kind of unfortunate on the other end here, John, because Lucas got a great rebound and then just lost his footing, and that would have been an easy 2.
Yeah, it looked like he just slipped, but, it kind of happens in basketball. You can't dwell on it. Just go back and get the bucket the next time it comes to you. So.
Hurst makes the first toss here. They lead again by 1, 47-46. Back to the line, Grant Hurst. Toss, missed it. Rebound, Milloway. 1-point game, Wildcat ball. 7:25 to play in the game. 47-46 to score. Jonathan Stewart, cross court, fires a pass. It was intended, I think, for Searcy. Milloway tried to pick it off. I think he thought it was going to him. McGowan for 3. Good. 3-point shot. Boy, that guy can shoot. 4-point lead. Wildcat ball. And the Wildcats work it into Jeremy Miller. Took it off the backside of Dale. He dribbles down, pulls up, shoots a 6-footer. No good. Rebound, out of bounds. Last touch by Jonathan Stewart. Wildcats down 4 points here, 50-46, 6:57 to play in the ball game. Oak Ridge playing with Jonathan Stewart, along with Kel Slater, Jeremy Miller, Jonathan Milloway, along with Lucas Searcy. I tell you, the shooting of Clay McGowan has been a big difference in the ball game.
Yeah, he's been really good from three-point, and he's got 5 threes on the night. All of his points coming from threes, but 4 threes on the night. Right? Yeah, and 3 free throws. He's got 15 on the game, and he's dangerous when left open. You can tell because he's been knocking them down.
Wildcats extend their zone a bit here, but they've kind of gone to a 4 corners. Wildcats watching number 22 drive left. He throws the ball away. Hit the hands of Judah Salt and goes out of bounds, and it'll be Oak Ridge basketball. Down 4, 50-46. They went to the 4 quarters, and he just didn't catch it cleanly. Here come the Wildcats down the floor. Wildcats need some offense here. Here's Kel penetrating all the way in. He walks. Now they're going to call a foul. Could have been a jump ball. Could have been a walk. It's going to be a foul against Cleveland. Personal foul, only number 3 against them. Be Oak Ridge basketball. I don't think either fan base has been too happy with the officiating, but that's pretty much the way it is at any ball game. Jonathan Stewart to work it in, and it comes to Milloway. Triple team. Wants to take his man to the hole. Turning, spinning. That's a nice move, and he scores. Jonathan Milloway was bound and determined to school Judah Salt. It'll be their basketball in a 2-point game. 50-48 the score. 50-48 Cleveland. 6 minutes to play in the ball game. Down the floor once again will come Hurst. Guarded by Kel Slater. The Wildcats need some stops on defense. Got to stop these threes from falling in. Here it goes to Grant Hurst. Guarded by Miller. Works the ball backwards. 5:47 to play. Nearly a steal. Saved by Broadnex. Nearly a steal by Lucas. Broadnex to the hole. Finger rolls it up. No good. Rebound out of bounds. It'll be the Blue Raider ball. Last touch either by Milloway or one of the Wildcats. It'll be Cleveland basketball underneath the goal. To work the ball in will be Michael Dale. 50-48 Cleveland. 5:37 to play. Dale looks, fires it in. McGowan, turning, spinning, shooting. Not a good decision. The rebound to Lucas Searcy for a moment. Saved by Hurst. Now McGowan's free for what he likes to do best, and that's shoot threes. He knocks down another one. That's 6 in the ball game for him, and the Wildcats are down 5. 53-48 the score. Can't lose him on defense. He's better than Hurst as the Wildcats work it into Milloway. Milloway double team. Still wants to shoot. Back to the goal. Shoots good, and he's fouled. They needed that. Count the bucket. An opportunity for a 3-point play. The bucket is good, and then Milloway will go to the free throw line. 5:09 to play. Count that bucket. They haven't put it on the board yet. It should be good. It should be 53-50. As Jonathan Milloway goes to the free throw line. Now they put it up on the board. 5:09 to play in the game. The senior shoots it, knocks it down. We've got a 2-point game, and a timeout is asked for by one of the teams. I think it was Oak Ridge. 5:09 to play in the ball game. Cleveland on top, 53-51. We'll send it back to Brian. We'll be back to the Cleveland High School gym in 60 seconds. Welcome back to Cleveland High School. David Clary, John Oliver, Tyler Morris, Christian Rosas Rodriguez. The Wildcats trail now by 2, 53-51. It'll be Cleveland basketball underneath their goal. Looking the ball in, and it comes to McGowan. McGowan fires it across to Hurst, and Hurst is going to drive in. Cut off there by Kel Slater. Didn't get a layup, but they've got the ball in half court. 53-51. Coach talked about their point guard. I've been more impressed with Clay, actually, and he's going to shoot another 3. He missed this one. Rebounded by Lucas. And on the floor, they're going to call a foul against the Wildcats. That's a tough break. I'm not saying it didn't happen, but it just didn't happen at a great time for the Wildcats. That'll be the 14th foul. Foul's called against Kell. That's his 3rd. It'll be Cleveland ball. And it comes to McGowan once again. Around left side, it goes to Hurst. 53-51 the score. Grant Hurst backing up. 4 minutes, 45 seconds to play. Now he's going to accelerate in, penetrate, go in for the shot. And foul's going to be called, I think, against Lucas. That's going to send Grant Hurst to the free throw line. 4:39 to play. I know this point guard's good. He's a good ball player, but man, McGowan's shooting has been so key.
Yeah, he's filled it up on the from the 3-point line. Only shot 3 2-pointers, not made any of them. But he's 5 of 12 from the 3-point line, so he's shot a lot of them. And he's got a lot of good looks. But even when he's not super open, you feel like it can go in just because he's that good of a shooter.
54-51 the score. Mike's working again. Grant Hurst knocks him down. Back to a 4-point game. The Wildcats down with 4:38 to play in the ball game. Wildcat basketball. Kell swings it out to Stafford. Stafford dribbles in. Stafford throws the ball inside to Jonathan, who lays it in. And he's going to be called for a charge along the baseline. Coach Green doesn't agree with it, but he was along the baseline. Coach Green arguing the point. Doesn't agree. 55-51 the score, 4:28 to play. The Wildcats, they had Miller on the right wing. Wildcats trailing in this one, 55-51. They led by double digits at one point in the ball game, but it's really been all Cleveland here in the second half. Wildcats have drawn even at the end of the third quarter, but right now they trail by 4 and need some stops on defense. They try to work the ball in, yet to do so. They're going to get it in, and it comes to Brooks. Jason Brooks in the rear court picks up his dribble, works the ball across to Dale. Dale to McGowan. Oh, man, if he shoots it, the way he's knocking him down, we're down to 4:18 to play. The Wildcats need a stop on defense. Here it goes to Grant Hurst, guarded by Jeremy Miller. Dribbles top of the circle. Continuing to dribble, backing up, gives it up to Broadnex. Broadnex holds the ball, no place to go. He's held it for a while, but nobody's guarding him. Here's McGowan. McGowan guarded by Kel Slater. 4 minutes to play in the ball game. Backdoor play to Hurst. They work the ball to Broadnex. Thought about a 3. Looks for some motion. Can't get a ball inside. Fires it out once again to Dale. Dale to midcourt circle. 3:50 to play in the ball game. The Wildcats are down 4. 55-51, and there's a foul against Stafford Shanklin. That'll be the 7th team foul called against the Wildcats. It'll send Cleveland, well, actually the 6th, so it will not be a shooting violation, obviously. It'll be their basketball. Michael Dale will work the ball in from front of their bench. Yet to do it. 5 seconds. Nope, they get a timeout called before the penalty goes against them. 3:46 to play in the ball game. 55-51. John, the mic was not working a moment ago, but right now the Wildcats just can't get over the hump here. As soon as they tie it, or McGowan just comes down the floor and just pops in a 3, and the Wildcats, who had a double-digit lead in this ball game, have just not been able to get into the rhythm of it. Credit the Cleveland Blue Raiders defense, but the Wildcats have had many opportunities, especially inside.
Yeah, and well, it all comes down really. We can't get rhythm because we're staying on defense so long, and my problems with the no shot clock thing are pretty well documented. I kind of hate it, but I mean, it's just so hard to get some offensive rhythm going when you're sitting there just chasing someone around on defense for so long. So it's been tough.
Another foul is going to be called against Kell as he tried to attempt to get the steal away from Hurst, and Hurst, who hit a couple free throws a moment ago, will get 2 more opportunities here, trying to pad the Cleveland lead with not a whole lot of time left on the clock. 3:46 to play. 55-51 the score. To the line, Grant Hurst. He'll have 1 and the bonus here. He'll have the bonus as he knocks it down. 5-point game, 56-51 the score. Grant Hurst back to the free throw line for Cleveland. Kind of been not a pretty road trip for the Oak Ridge fans here. It's been some great ball games. Second toss, good. They're hitting their free throws down the stretch. Stafford will work it into Kell. Wildcats don't have a whole lot of time because Green says, get down the floor. 3:42 to play. You're down by 6. 57-51. Kell Slater trying to get his team into an offense. Struggles. Gives it off to Jeremy. Jeremy drives to the hole. He's fouled. Man, it'd been great to have an and one right there, but Jeremy's going to have to earn it at the free throw line. Hard foul. Good foul by Cleveland. Stop what was going to be an easy left-handed layup by Jeremy Miller, and now he's going to have to earn it at the free throw line. 57-51 Cleveland. They swept us last year. Came down here and got beat 65-51. We lost 76-69 at the Wildcat Arena. So they've got a 2-game winning streak on Oak Ridge. Jeremy hits the first toss, 5-point game, 57-52, still 3.5 minutes to play. Jeremy Miller puts it up there, good. Jeremy, how many does he now have in the ball game?
He has 8 now on the ball game.
Okay, it'll be Cleveland basketball. The Wildcats pressuring. The Wildcats have Stafford back in the ball game. Kell, Jonathan Stewart, Jeremy Miller yet to get the ball in. They work it in, and it comes to Hurst. Hurst will bring the ball across the line. Really trying to control him when he's running his team. He does a good job at running his team as they have the basketball, playing keep away right now. 4-point game. They work it into Hurst. He kicks the ball right side. They get a 3 off. There's a walk. He thought about shooting a 3, and I think his coach had said, Alex, don't shoot unless it's a layup, and he realized that, pulled up, started to shoot the 3-point shot, and took that extra step. So that's a big, big break for the Wildcats, and they take over. Stafford works it in. Was that 5 seconds?
He didn't give them the ball.
That is absolutely terrible. That is home cooking beyond belief right there. And he stared down Stafford afterwards as if Stafford was going to say something so he could tee him up. It's bad officiating. Coach Taylor said she dealt with him when she was playing for Bradley. Wildcats 57-53. Boy, I'd love to have the stopwatch on that one. There was no way that was 5 seconds. No way. No way.
And 2.
Their basketball. Wildcats have got to come out and guard here. 2:47 to play in a zone here. 57-53. That 5-second call is unbelievable. You're on the road here. You're not going to get a lot of calls here, but there's no way. I'd love to watch the tape on that one. Back it up, people watching it on YouTube or whatever. 57-53 the score. The basketball once again will come Brooks. Wildcats are going to have to commit a foul here soon because we're only down to 2:20 to play in the ball game. They haven't gotten a steal yet. You can't foul Hurst because he's proven that he can knock the shots down. Back he goes once again to Grant Hurst. Dribbles left. They trap him. He works out of it. 2:05 to play. They've made one mistake. They're just working a lot of time off the clock, and we're down 4. And then there's a little bit too aggressive, a little touch foul. Coach Green doesn't agree with it. There was not much contact there. Coach Green was right there. But they're going to shoot again. Grant Hurst. Bradley officials. Coach Green still doesn't like the call. He argues with it. And it's the younger official here. That free throw is no good. Ball don't lie, as people say. Rebounded by Stafford Shanklin. 57-53. Let's wait for another procedural call here as Kell's going to kick it out. Jeremy thought about a 3. Pulls up. Fadeaway jumper is too strong. No good. Jonathan on the rebound. And on the floor, another foul is going to be called. I think it's going to be called against Michael Dale. But the way this one has gone, it might not, as Jamison Updegraft is going to come in the ballgame. Milloway's going to go to the line. Still a lot of time here. Minute 45 to play. Jonathan Milloway grabbing his backside here. Took a hard fall. He'll have 2 shots here, I believe. That was team foul number 7 against the Blue Raiders. It was the 4th foul called against Michael Dale. And that'll send Milloway to the line. Toss is good. Knocked it down. And it's a 3-point game. 57-54 the score. Minute 45 to play. Still plenty of time here. Jonathan's got to knock down this free throw, make it a 2-point game. 57-55 as he hits the free throw. And here comes Jamison Updegraff. That 5-second call, John. I mean, if it ends, the game ends this way. Here they come, trying to get the ball in against 5-second call. And that's not 5 as McGowan's going to get it. McGowan's going to drive, will not take the shot. Backs it up once again. He's trapped by Updegraff. 98 seconds to play. The Wildcats down by 2. 57-55. Wildcats need a good to stop on defense here. 1:31 to play. Here it goes to Jason Brooks. Got it by. 5-second count is on. He blows past him. Works the ball top of the circle. Minute 23 to play. Hurst is not the guy to foul. I think the other guys, whenever they get the ball, that's the guys you want to foul, and they do. Here goes Michael Dale. Commits the personal foul, and Michael will go to the free throw line for the Blue Raiders. Minute 17 to play in the ball game, and here comes Jonathan Milloway back in the contest, and Dale will go to the line. What has Dale done tonight?
He's had 4 points, 2 of 3 from the field tonight. He's not been in a lot, so good stats in limited minutes.
57-55. He'll have one in the bonus here. Needs to miss it. He does. The Wildcats have it. Wildcats with a chance to tie. Here's Kell down the floor. Kell dribbling. Kell's in a lot of trouble. Needs help. Gives it out to Miller, and then they call a kickball. It'll be Oak Ridge ball. Yeah, well, just odd time to call. It was more like a knee ball than a kickball, and it'll be Oak Ridge basketball. 57-55, Cleveland. Wildcats have the ball. Let's see, the Wildcats look a little confused on their inbounds play here. It's going to be Kell to work the ball in. 1:09 to play. Kell Slater looks. I thought they did too. Whistle blew quickly, and I think Coach Green had to call a timeout to save possession. I thought it's the same guy that called the 5-second a minute ago or 2 minutes ago, and I was thinking he did it again. But it was a timeout by Oak Ridge. 1:09 to play. Tight one here. Neither team able. The Wildcats had the biggest lead tonight. It was double digits at around 10. Watch the camera. It'll be Oak Ridge basketball. A lot of time to go here. 1:09 to play. 57-55. We hope you've enjoyed watching our ball game tonight. Sponsored by Fox Insurance Group of Oak Ridge, Tim Bank, Ortho Tennessee, the Oak Ridge Utility District, and Mortgage Investors Group. We've been on YouTube on our Prep Radio channel. We'll have each and every ball game on that channel from here on out, well, at least until the governor lifts the restrictions, and perhaps we'll be able to continue on. The home games we've been able to stream as of late. We're also on FM 92.7, FM 94.7, prepradio.com. 57-55 the score. The Wildcats down by 2, but they have the basketball. Wildcats will get the ball side front court. A lot of the fans have headed on out. I know the Lady Wildcats stayed until just a moment ago. Oak Ridge ball. Can't have any turnovers. The Wildcats looked a little bit confused on the inbounds. They got to, I think, get the ball in really quick here. Jeremy Miller will work it in. He's going to kick it back into rear court, and then Wildcats get it in to Kell. 1:05 to play. Jeremy Miller drives. Jeremy Miller cannot penetrate against Hurst with his back to the goal. Goes inside. Here's a shot. Good! And he's fouled. What are you arguing about? Jason Brooks, personal foul against him, ties the ball game. 57-57. They have an opportunity, Jonathan Stewart does, to hit a free throw and give the Wildcats the lead. 59.5 seconds to play. 57-57. Jonathan Stewart gets quiet, knocks it down. Oak Ridge by 1. Wildcats in the lead. 58-57. 59.5 seconds to play. So the Wildcats, down 5 just a moment ago, have retaken the lead. Here come the Blue Raiders. Slowly walking the ball up the floor is Grant Hurst. 50 seconds to play. Kell Slater picks him up. 5-second count is on. Got a screen from McGowan. Works the ball in. Cannot shoot. Lobs it right side. They shoot a 3. No good, but the cardinal sin of basketball. The Wildcats foul him in the act of shooting a 3-point shot. It wasn't going in anyway. Alex Hyder, it was off the mark. But Jeremy doesn't make a whole lot of mistakes there, John, so it's kind of hard to fault that, but it is something you don't do is foul a 3-point shooter because it was not going to go in.
Yeah, that's the cardinal sin right there. I mean, he was just trying to hustle and get back, but he caught his arm right at the follow through. So, I mean, it wasn't going in. It didn't even look like a great shot, but I mean, that's tough.
Jeremy Miller picks up the personal foul. It'll be Cleveland going to the line as looks like Lucas. Is that Jeremy's fifth foul? He's coming out of the ball game. Lucas is checking in. He's kind of wandering over to the bench. Oak Ridge by 1. 40 seconds to play. 41.3 exactly. Alex Hyder at the line. Shot good. Tie ball game. 58-58 the score. He'll have 2 more. And now there's a discrepancy at the scorers table. And let's see. The official scorekeeper now, it's 58-58 the score. Now they're having to discuss it. They don't know if it was a 2 or a 3. Either they've forgotten. What is the discussion, John, you think?
It's either Jeremy being fouled out. I've got him at 4 fouls, so I don't think they fouled out. Yeah, he didn't foul out. And it might be discussing if it's a 2 or a 3, but I mean, just get the call right the first time at this point. It's 50 seconds left.
Right. So, well, he did. Jeremy does get to come back in the ball game. 58-58 the score, and the Wildcats and Blue Raiders are tied, but they're about to get 2 more free throws. Alex Hyder goes to the line, 41.3 seconds to play. He'll have 2 more. Next one is no good. Hits the front end of the rim. It's no good. He'll have a 3rd one. Kind of froze him a little bit as he goes back to the line to try to give his team the lead. He missed them both. And the rebound to Stafford Shanklin. Wildcat basketball, 58-58 the score. Cale trapped in the rear court, works out of trouble, works to the trap, gives it into Jonathan. Jonathan kicks it out to Stafford. Stafford drives, shoots, no good. Rebound, Jonathan Stewart. And then a timeout is asked for by Coach Green. I think they wanted to go for the final shot. Stafford thought he had a full drive. They call a timeout. 23.5 seconds to play. It looked like there should have been an offensive foul called right here on Kell as he was clearing out with his elbow. I mean, I understand why the Blue Raider fans are mad. That should have been, I think, an offensive foul against Oak Ridge right there. And that's why the Blue Raider fans are mad. I'm glad it was not called, to be honest with you, but it should have been. I mean, he was clearing out as he was coming down the floor, and then the Wildcats committed another bump down there. They just decided we're not going to call anything now, which is I like that. Let them finish it out here. But we have the ball in a tie ball game, 23 seconds to play. Kind of a interesting end to this ball game. It'll be Oak Ridge in a moment coming back out there. The girls lost tonight. It was an exciting ball game as, once again, it'll be Oak Ridge basketball, side court, 58-58 the score. Wildcats will get the basketball side court. Haven't had an overtime ball game in a while. Once again, Oak Ridge ball. Jonathan Milloway has a headband. I don't know if he's bleeding or what. As Jonathan works it in, here comes a layup. Jonathan Stewart, good! Oak Ridge by 2. Stop McGowan from shooting a 3, though. Here they come down the floor. McGowan, Oak Ridge by 2. McGowan will drive, kick it out for Hyder. He shoots a 3. It's good! 9 seconds to play. Here come the Wildcats down the floor. Another big 3 by the Blue Raiders. They got to put more time on the clock, though. They have got to put more time on the clock. Cleveland by 1, 61-60. But they've got to put more time on the clock. There's got to be about 9 seconds to play. Got to be about 9 seconds to play. They ticked it on down, 6.4. Cleveland called a timeout after that 3. They had to guard the 3 line. They have not put any time left on the clock. 6.4 seconds to play. Cleveland by 1, 61-60. Now the official comes over to say there is 7.5 seconds to play. I think, honestly, there should be about 9, but maybe not. 7.5 is plenty of time to get up the floor here. Big 3-point shot, though, John, by I think it was Alex Hyder.
Yeah, he's 4 of 6 from the three-point line. He doesn't have the ball in his hands a lot, but he's been very good when he gets the ball in his hands. He's been almost perfect from the field.
61-60. The Blue Raiders on top of the Wildcats. 7.5 seconds to play here at the Cleveland High School gym. Wildcats with the ball. Wildcats, Kel Slater will work it in. Here goes to Jeremy Miller. Jeremy with 6. Jeremy with 4. Jeremy to the hole. He scores. You lose, Cleveland. Cleveland allowed Jeremy Miller down the floor. Oak Ridge leads by 1. They're going to put time on the clock. 62-61. Nobody picked up Jeremy Miller. Came down the floor, laid it off the glass, and Oak Ridge has the lead by 1.
That's that Miller magic.
62-61 the score. It'll be how much time left on the clock here? 62-61. 0.4 seconds to play. They had the full length of the floor to drive. Nobody guarded Jeremy Miller. He just came all the way down the floor, just took it off the glass, and the Wildcats have the lead by 1. 62-61, 0.4 seconds to play. All they can do is heave it down the floor and hope it'll go in. No defense by Cleveland on Jeremy Miller. Thank goodness. 62-61 the score. Oak Ridge by 1. 0.4 seconds to play. You watch for the crazy fouls right here. We've had some squirrely officiating anyway. Watch for the crazy foul.
Yeah, I just sit back here and just, don't chuck a full court pass here, like a full court lob, because that's like the worst thing can happen. Worst thing is actually you can foul, but don't do that. Don't let that even come down to that.
Another timeout is asked for. Wow, what a ball game. Wildcats on top, 62-61. We got swept last year by the Blue Raiders, a team that went 33-1. The Wildcats trying to end the 2-game losing streak. Whatever, Coach Green is not happy with the officiating, but neither was Coach Taylor in the girls' game. We've had these two guys. Coach Taylor told me that the official who called the bogus 5-second call earlier officiated her games when she was in high school many, many years ago. And not saying he's not a good guy. I don't know. He might be a great official or one time. But I go back to that 5-second call. There is no way in the world that was 5 seconds. No way. It'll be Oak Ridge in the lead by 1. 62-61. Everybody back in the rear court except Jonathan Milloway wearing a white bandage around his forehead. Hurst to throw the ball in. All they can do is heave it in and hope. And here comes the pass. McGowan shoots. No good. Oak Ridge wins. The Wildcats have defeated the Cleveland Blue Raiders here in Cleveland by a final score of 62-61. Jeremy Miller with the bucket with 0.4 seconds to play. And the Wildcats come away with a victory here. Oak Ridge wins it 62-61. Boy, that last quarter, John, back and forth. Neither team wanting to give up an inch. What a ball game.
That kind of capped off the night. The first game was electric, and this game, that was insane. Cleveland thought they had it after that insane three-point shot behind her, but Jeremy Miller just came straight down back. Whoa. Jeremy Miller came straight back down the court and, easy layup. Nobody had him. Clay McGowan tried to.
We're hesitating here because evidently some tempers were flaring between fans. I guess there was some going back and forth, and you just don't like to see that, actually. And the principal here is saying, get out. Get out of the gym, telling everybody to leave here. And Wildcats have won the ball game, but what a great ending, though, for Jeremy Miller and the Wildcats.
Yeah, that was an amazing. He just came all the way on down court in 6 seconds to get an easy layup. I mean, somebody else tried to take a charge, but they're going to let him play in that situation. You got to do something to contest him.
We're going to take a break here. We're going to send it off once again to Brian Bennett. And when we come back, John will have the statistics. Coach Green will be up here as well. Final score of the ball game, Oak Ridge wins it 62-61. And we'll be back to the Cleveland High School gym with our postgame show in 3 minutes. Yes, go ahead and start.
No, I'm sitting in one.
Was it 62-61? 62-61? Wow. Yeah. There was. No, there wasn't.
He goes down, I guess. Like Jerry jumps up, kind of. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
What's that? Yeah, we're still doing the YouTube until Coach Green's out of here.
That was a very entertaining.
Welcome back once again to Cleveland High School here. The Wildcats have pulled out a 62-61 victory, ending a 2-game losing streak to the Cleveland Blue Raiders. What an ending to the game. And there was lots of, here comes Coach Green, there was lots of things going on in the stands. Grandparents getting into it with parents and kids and principal tossing everybody out of here. And let's get Coach Green over here.
Got no stat sheet.
Okay, that's all right. Coach Green has joined us here. Coach, first off, congratulations. Kind of pulled it out there at the end. It was a game where you really started out and were dominating the ball game. I mean, you were up by 10, maybe even 11 at one point. But
20
then
to 8.
20 to 8.
Yeah.
So they came methodically back. They hit some big shots, hit some threes. I thought, and Coach, I'm going to use the word. I thought you got a little selfish, actually, offensively a little bit. People kind of not looking, because you had Millway open all night, and a lot of times people were coming down just shooting wildly in the paint, which is not a trait of our team really right now. Sometimes it has been, but then you made some stops when you needed to down the stretch. You hit some big shots. Jeremy, obviously, with the big layup, that'll be the end of it. But you made some defensive stops and big win against a really good team on their home floor.
Yeah, it's a good win. I think some of the things you mentioned offensively, I think Cleveland had a lot to do with that. That's the first team we've played, other than Webb. Of course, I only got to watch that one from FaceTime. That's really pressured us and got out in the pass lane, kind of like we play. How they play. So, we didn't do a very good job. They were denying reversals. So we couldn't really reverse it to get it inside, and we got it into. I don't know what Milway ended. I don't have my stat sheet. I don't know what he ended up with, but I mean he got it. We got it to him. A lot. We're again trying to have good balance. He had 23, so I mean he got some touches. He did a good job. Obviously that was our advantage. But again, it's when I was with Coach Pearl from 2007, 2010, if Coach Pearl said it once, he said it 1,000 times, attack pressure. So they're pressing us and we're trying to attack pressures, but sometimes when you attack pressure, you're not going to be able to get it inside every time, but you got to have that balance where they're driving. What I told the guys after the game is when you play teams that are going to try to speed you up and pressure like that, you've got to attack but make better decisions. We didn't make very good decisions when we drove it. But again, that's why we try to play teams like this. We don't see teams guard us like that a bunch in our district or at home, and that will help us. And we were fortunate to win the game. And that was a positive. It didn't play very well, I didn't think. I thought they had a lot to do with that. Coach Tucker does a good job. And I got 3 starters back from a team that won 33 games last year. Now, they lost a good point guard and another kid, but they got a good team, and they got a solid team. They beat Walker Valley last night, who had just beaten East Hamilton, who was number 3 in the state. So they got a good team. Very, very fortunate to win the game. And I asked Jeremy. Jeremy said, I'm over here all over the ref. Jeremy said he fouled the guy on a 3-point shot. I asked him after the game. I couldn't see it. I didn't get a good angle. I'm naturally going to say, I'm not calling a foul with 41 seconds, but it apparently was a good call. I thought the refs did a good job. I thought it was fairly consistent. They're going to miss some.
Except for that 5-second call. That was the shortest 5-second call in the history of basketball down there.
Yeah, and the refs are great. I thought, the timeout that they gave them after they scored, we had it in our point guard's hand, and we had numbers, and we had them in a scramble, and he gave them the timeout, and he said he didn't have the whistle in his mouth. Of course, I told him to get it in his mouth. I was messing with that guy. He was fun to mess with, but a good win. We again didn't play our best basketball, but a good win on the road against a good quality team.
Coach, was that the play for Jeremy to screen it off that side of it?
Yeah. So basically, Kel had been bringing it up the whole night. So we just switched it up. I let Kel take it out. We started. This is something we just really drew up in the sand over there. Really, it's not something we'd worked on, but we started Stewart and Stafford on that wing, the same side. We was going to clear out the right side. So we started him on that side. I thought Jeremy could get open. He'd done a good job of cutting and getting open and kind of catching on the run. I told him you got plenty of time. You got 7 seconds. You don't need to rush it. Take your time. And then once he got it, I told Stewart and Stafford to sprint to the other side of the floor. Instead of already having them standing over here where they kind of know what we're doing, when they sprinted, they actually went with them, so it freed up the ISO. We had Milway on the block right there in case he missed it. It worked, but sometimes, David, we've done those, and it looked like after the game, there are people saying, what in the world was Coach drawing up right there? But that time it worked, and I thought, Jeremy did a good job against one of their better defenders of getting closer and making a shot.
Obviously, they thought he had fouled out of the ballgame. What was the situation there?
Well, they told me that was his 5th, and then the scorer, I'm glad they got him back in the game, and then the scorer honked and said that was only his 2nd foul, and then they come over and talked about it, and then they said it was only his 4th, so I have no idea really what happened. I was just glad he went back in the game. So but again, good win, and I'm proud of our guys. It was, I got on Stafford. Stafford made a bonehead shot right here with I don't know how much time was left. He's not been in that situation much. Told him I loved him after the game, but you can't shoot it with I don't know how much time was left.
Not much. I thought you were going for the final shot there.
We were always going to do that. It's a tie game with 30, 40 seconds. Unless you got a layup, you want to go into overtime or you want to win it. You don't want to give them that opportunity. You know what I'm saying? So you want to go into overtime or you want to win the game. That's the only chance you got. And luckily, I don't know how he shot it, and we got a 50-50 ball, which we didn't get many of those tonight. We got that one and had to scramble. I didn't want to use my last time out. I had to use it, and it all worked out, but it wasn't pretty.
That 5-second call, Coach.
Which one was you talking about?
It was down on the baseline here. It was 5 seconds. He called 5.
Oh, no, on Stafford.
Was it? Did he move?
He called a violation.
Okay, good. Okay, then I stand.
That was the correct call because it was a dead spot throw in. So that was the correct
Okay,
call.
I stand corrected. Then I thought it was 5 seconds. Like, there's no way in the world that was 5 seconds.
It was a violation. He's supposed to stay. It's like so if it's a live ball after a make, you can run the baseline,
right?
Like they did last play.
And McGowan, he did it down here and he turned the ball up
one time.
Yes, right.
So that was the correct call.
Okay, good. I stand corrected. I thought he called 5 seconds there. So okay, Coach. Good road win. You're perfect, I think, on the road this year. I think you haven't lost a ball game on the road. You've lost 2 neutral games and 1 home game. So
right.
So I think you're 8-0 now on the road. But back home on Tuesday against Halls, a team that beat Clinton in a district ball game. You scored 100 on them the last time, 100-64, I think the final score was. It's a district ball game. The good news is you went through a busy week here, 3-game week, and you came out undefeated. Yeah,
this was a good week for us. I knew this would be a challenging game. For them, it's both teams. They played last night just like we did. We played last night, so back-to-back nights. Of course, we had to travel. But yeah, big week. And again, right now, David, honestly, I know I've said this a lot, but it's just about continuing to try to find ways to get better. And focusing on the process and not the end result. We've got a long way to go. Got a lot of improving to do. To get to where we want to go. Good win on the road, and we got Halls. You mentioned Halls. Obviously, I remember that game. That was Milway's first game. Mm-hmm. He'd been out quarantine, so that was his first game. We played very well. Halls has had some good wins since that time. They're a ton better than they have been the last couple of years, and I would say let's pack the arena, but we can't do that on Tuesday. But pack YouTube. Is that what we need to say, Dave?
Yeah, we've had a lot of people. Just your final comments on this win tonight.
Good win. I think obviously these games are non-conference games. It doesn't really matter as far as standings or any of that stuff, but to come play a very good team, a well-coached team. I've known Coach Tucker really since I was in high school. I don't know if you know, he played at LSU. Yeah. And I played against him when I was at Tennessee. Does a great job. He's from here. They play hard, so it's a good win for us. But at the same time, these are the type of games where we can take this film and learn from it. In the game, we hadn't had a ton of in-the-game situations like that. I don't think we've had one game like that where we've come down the wire like that. So that's good to be in those situations. A couple times during the year, you guys can learn and kind of get a feel. I thought, when they tried to hold it, you got Milway out there. They're basically playing 5 guards. So we didn't do a very good job in our scramble trap. They run some time off. It ended up working out.
It did. Yeah, they didn't do anything out.
They didn't do anything. They kind of took the air out of it.
Right.
But again, I thought we got a little bit tired there in the second half too. We didn't sub quite as much because some of the guys coming in there in the first half didn't play as well, so we just kind of stuck with what we got. But good win on the road, and I'm anxious to see that play by Jeremy again. Heck of a shot he made. It's a pretty good high percentage play, so it was a good win.
Coach, thanks a lot. Safe travels back home.
All right, thanks, Dave.
Aaron Green, the Wildcats win 62-61 and knock off the Cleveland Blue Raiders. I'm looking for my crew. I don't know where they have gotten to. They are down on the floor shooting basketball. So I will read the stats here without my glasses. But you want to read the stats, Christian? Christian does not want to read the stats, but I'll read them. Looking at the final scoring, looks like Jonathan Milfoy finished with 23 points. Jeremy Miller had 16. Lucas Searcy had 2. Kel Slater ended up with 6 points, and Jonathan Stewart had 13, and Stafford Shanklin had 8. For them, they were led in scoring. Looks like McGowan, who had a total of 18 points. Alex Hyder finished the game with 15. Let's see, Rodney Brodnex had 4. Grant Hurst had 11, and looks like Jordan Salt had 3, Jason Brooks 4, and Michael Davis had 4. That does it here from the Cleveland High School gym. The Wildcats win 62-61. The Lady Wildcats, though, were defeated by a really good team. Final score of their ball game was 69-58. Appreciate our people, not our basketball players, down on the floor. We've got, as we move the camera down on the floor, that's our crew down there. Instead of up here doing the stats, that is John Oliver about to shoot with that blue shot there. He missed it. And that is Tyler Morris down there with the red. They're supposed to be up here. Christian's up here. Thank you.